With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because the squad can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if battery fun is shy, can't to see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a bike, pretending they're for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty wife and all his strife, of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react, but isn't act that is a fact, as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end.
I didn't make a lot of support yesterday. It's you guys, and you know.
Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Sunday the 30th of October 2022. We're going to start off by talking about one of my fellow detractors, an absolute crazy mad lad, who made an absolutely brilliant video, released it yesterday after the bingo ended. It got released to the general public, the Halloween special, and it's an absolute fucking humdinger of a video. I'd highly recommend giving it a watch if you've not now. In fact, I think I've got a link actually available. Yeah, there should be a link to a video right here in the description. And not only that, he is literally like, it feels like he's like 10 people away from 2k subscribers. Look at that, 1.99k subscribers. Get him over 2k. If you're not subscribed to Pixar Animations, get your fucking ass subscribed. Get him over 2k, get it happening. That video he made the other night was simply incredible. And obviously, fucking, you know, I will always enjoy Pixar content anyway. At the end of every stream, I play Today's PG Contributions, which is a video he made. But that's not all, of course, he does. He does plenty of things as well, obviously. And yeah, he's had several great videos since that one and before that one as well. But yeah, give Pixar some love and give him a wee subscribe if you're not doing that anyway. Get him over 2k. I'm going to refresh his page. If it's not over 2k, I'm going to be annoyed. He's not over 2k yet. Fucking just subscribe, you bastards. Anyway, that's enough of that. But yeah, highly recommend giving that wee video a watch if you're not already. It is an absolute cracker of a video. So, Bill is awake, he is alive, the stream's live, he's got 932 members, he's dropped a couple more it looks like, and he's had a couple of slow streams lately. He's not really having a great time as of late, so that might kind of be a factor for today's stream, because ever since that great day stream of Call of Duty Modern Warfare where he got $180, since then he got $32 on a night stream for Resident Evil Village DLC. Then the next Call of Duty stream, he only got $33, which is incredible. That's some of the worst day streams he's had in a long time. The last time he had a day stream that bad, in fact, has he ever had a day stream that bad? I don't actually know. Well, he's fucking, that doesn't count. Zero, but I don't actually know if Phil's ever had a day stream that bad. And right, yeah, Phil has never had a day stream that bad ever for tip support. At least, you know, going by the tracking on the tracker that Piece of Peace made. So that's since like April 2021. This has been tracked, and he's never had a day stream. Well, 30, yeah, he has. I mean, like, even with him it was 36. To I'm not completely missed that. It's close, so you get what I'm saying though. Phil's had 3 slow streams in a row: Resident Evil DLC, then Call of Duty yesterday in a day stream, and Resident Evil again in a night stream, which got up to $68, which was still not a great day for him because he only got $106 in total tips overall. But yeah, so because Phil's had 3 slow streams in a row, I think it's going to encourage him to say low, which is going to be on the bingo card in the centre square. The centre square today for a bingo card is the word low, and I think Phil's going to drop that word in there when he's talking about the kind of support he has been getting lately. So, I'm going to spin this wheel. It's going to help us pick our bingo card for today. Oh, but by the way, before I even do that, one last thing I want to cover very quickly. Phil had another late night. TG Gamebox clocked him still being online, so TG, I'm pretty sure TG's the same time zone as Phil is. So he can't know it's his time. So 11:25 in the morning, TG Gamebox is taking this screenshot on his phone. Yeah, he watches Cobra stuff as well, clearly. Boo. But yeah, you can see down from the rafters was last online 4 hours ago. So 4 hours ago from this was like 4 AM, 5 AM Phil's time as well. Last online. So yeah, Phil having another late night playing this fucking game. Jesus, man, it never ends. The grind never ends with DSP. But I thought I'd point out as well, so Phil might be a wee bit tired today. Maybe she's a little tired today. Anyway, I'm going to spin this wheel, and it's going to help us pick our bingo card for the day. Weird Noise! Weird Noise has won! I'm making some sort of bizarre weird little noise. It's what we're going to use for a bingo card criteria today. So I need a number between 1 and 194. So the first number in chat I see that contains a number 8 will be the card I pick. Has to contain number 8. First number I see in chat. Still waiting. 58. SCP Sophie is the first one, it says 58. Brad Bunyan also says 58. So yeah, you two great minds think alike, SCP Sophie and Brad Bunyan both saying 58 randomly. But it was SCP Sophie got in there before him, so we're going to go to the 58th bingo card to use for today's bingo. And hopefully it's a good one. If it's not, it's all their fault. The two of them combined. So the 58th bingo card looks like this on the left hand side. We've got Dude, Nobody, or No One. Him doing siege mode, which is where he crosses his arms. We borrowed that from Piece of Peace, don't tell him. Hint. It's one of those kind of things where Phil is clearly dropping hints where he really would like better support, Like, get the hint, you Denthead fans, please do better and give me money. And Chair Creek. Then I got him burping, him saying unique, him saying gifted memberships, him doing some random scat talk reference or making some sort of scat joke, and behind the scenes. Then I got Dead Air, him explaining something, him saying slow, him giving a thumbs up, and him saying help. Then him saying okay, people saying honest, him making a weird noise, and him bumping the microphone. And the final line is Q&A, him touching his face, him saying an example, him leaning somebody in chat, and him taking a drink. I think it's a decent card. I know I say it all the time, I know I say it all the goddamn time, but I think this is a strong, decent card, and I think it's obviously got a chance. Bear in mind as well, 100 likes equals a free space. So if we get 100 likes on today's bingo, that's a free space, which means we can use that at the end. If we only get 24, for example, or 25, and we have 100 likes, that free space means we win a full house and somebody in chat will win 25 quid off me in some capacity, whether it's just money or a voucher or whatever they wish. So there you go. And also 50 snorts equals a free space as well, but Phil doesn't snort as much these days. It's mainly a summer thing. He does it a lot in the spring, summer when allergies kind of really high. But winter time he's not known to snort a tremendous amount. He only did it like 14. I think we got 14 snorts yesterday. So yeah, it's few and far between. Backnews is asking when's the last mic bump, but he done it plenty of times yesterday. His arms are flailing over the fucking place and he was bumping the microphone like crazy yesterday, so I definitely noticed him do it yesterday. It wasn't on a card yesterday, but I still noticed it because obviously when somebody bumps the microphone you do pick up on it, you can hear it. So yeah. It's normal for him to bump the microphone. It's quite normal when he's all, arm flaily. Where's the bingo card? Oh, I thought I saved it, but I didn't. Shh, that was close. I tried to save the bingo card and it didn't let me save it. So I'm trying that again. I'm glad I didn't go away from the screen and close it. Just give me a wee second, guys. Save the bingo card. That'll do. What the fuck's going on with this fucking... I really have no idea what's going on with my fucking snipping tool right now. Hang on. The thing I use to save bingo cards has been a bit weird with me right now. Anytime I try and save something, it's not letting me actually save it. Technical difficulties. Oh, he's definitely going to say meaningful. Yeah, I'm not going to anywhere near the bingo cards anymore. It's not part of the bingo cards anymore at all, so he's definitely going to say meaningful. Without a doubt. Yeah, but yeah, I'm having some minor technical issues here, clearly with the bingo stuff. I will think of a way to fix this. Right, You guys enjoy the music. I'm going to mute myself and try and think of a novel alternative solution to save the bingo card, because my snipping tool is not wanting me to, save. Anytime I select something with a snipping tool, it's just not bothering its arse to actually let me save it. It's like I select what I want to save, and then it just doesn't bother showing me what I've snipped. So that's fucking great. So anyway, I'm going to turn the music up, I'm going to mute myself, and I'll get this fixed very quickly, and then we can focus on just also waiting for the start of bingo to properly begin.
It's a much better situation. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife, I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person. That's why. I never would have gotten to where I am today if I just sat there constantly being negative, being angry, being upset, being jealous, crapping on stuff, shitting on stuff, hating, It's such a way, it's not a way to live. But these idiots actually do this and don't know that. I really have to think and I have to hope. These people just don't know better. I'm not a children's entertainer because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer. Big ups to your dad. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in, then I put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera. I need banana, tasty banana, put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in, then I put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I need banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in, then I put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250 vestry for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere tonight. It's out of control.
Like exploding in the stream chat. People who, they pretend like they support me. They pretend like they're positive, and they're not. They're shitheads. They sit here and they sneak this, and they say underhanded things. They try to literally bring up, either detractor memes or literal drama shit every day. They do it on purpose so that they can try to derail the shit that I'm doing on my streams, And it just gets to the point where it's so frustrating. I just want to have fun, man. I really just want to fucking have fun. That's it. That's all I want to do is have fun with you guys. Fun. Way more fun. I just want to have fun. Way more fun. I just want to have no taxes, bills to pay, nice chill stream today. You're having a fun and interactive time with me and you're finding entertainment, positivity, and value in it, then the support should just come naturally, okay? I just want to have fun. Way more fun. I just want to have fun. Way more fun. Here's the bottom line, and I'm tired of it now. No more excuses, all right? Because the bottom line is people are like, Phil's not engaged in his commentary, and Phil's commentary is boring, and that's why people don't want to watch the playthroughs of the streams. Bullshit. I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting. I'm engaged. I'm commentating on everything that's going on actively. Bullshit.
I call massive bullshit on any idiot who says that about either the Watch Dogs 2, which I've been playing recently and really liking, or Pokemon. It's bullshit. I call complete and utter bullshit on anyone who's saying that I'm not engaged and I sound like I'm bored. I'm not. So I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams. I don't even know what else to say, you know?
Right now, for the next week, I'm literally strapped for cash. The only money I'll have is tips coming in on the streams. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. So now in the next few days, I have to raise money to pay my utilities. And then, you know, see what I mean? Like, this is how it is for me. Yet these shitheads out there want to fucking fuck with me behind the scenes, ruin all kinds of financial shit for me. Then on top of that, make stuff up to try to make me sound like a terrible person on the internet. To make money, I have to pay Ben bills. You know, I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay my taxes, pay my back taxes. I have to pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills, bitch. Pay Ben taxes. I have to pay Ben bills, bitch. Day to day, tips to tips, to pay bills and things. Eventually things will get better. But I'm kind of stuck right now with how things are. That's why I'm trying to make money. I have to pay Ben bills. You know, I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to pay Ben taxes. Bills. I have to pay Ben bills. I have to. If you want to sit here and you want to pretend like you're holier than thou, I'm better than those content creators, man. Because I have a job where I work 9 to 5 and I bust my ass at my job and I earn a paycheck, man. And then I come home. See, I'm not on the internet begging for money all day, man. See, I'm better than them, man. No, you're not any better. Everyone's the same. No one's better than anybody else. Get your ass out there and fucking work, bitch.
You're right. You will take the ban. You're absolutely right. You will take the ban. You'll take the ban hard right in your fucking ass. Get the fuck out. You're supposed to be someone I trust, and you're gonna be a dickhead and go behind my back and hurt me and insult me. Get the fuck out. You'll take the ban real hard right up the finger.
Okay guys, Phil is going live right now. You all know the drill by now. Tag me in chat in case I miss anything on the card. Don't be afraid to yell at me and just harass the crap at me if I miss anything on the card, because the worst thing that can happen to me, I don't want to be like run away because I missed something on the card. If I need to pause, I need to pause and just deal with something, catch or whatever, you know what I mean? But don't be afraid to just harass the crap at me in case I miss something on the card. Fingers crossed we got a full house today. It'd be great to end the weekend with a full house. We're due a full house bingo card. Here we fucking go, guys. Good luck.
Good morning, everyone. Hello, and welcome to Level 1 Podcast, where we're busy having fun down here on Level 1. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful Sunday, the 30th of October, 2022. The clouds are in full force here in Washington. In fact, we're scheduled to have some rains today, which is good. It's in season with what we should be having here in the fall. And it means that it's going to be a cool day. It means that I likely be able to have my shade and window open all day, which means it'll be nice, cooling air. Perfect for this time of the year, the busiest gaming season there is. That's right. How's everyone? I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope you've been enjoying the content I've been putting out so far this week for the first 2 days. You know, all new release stuff, a balance between Modern Warfare 2 and Resident Evil 8's DLC. I will talk a little bit about both on today's podcast to give you an updated summary of what I feel now that I've played 2 days of Modern Warfare 2 and unlocked a lot of stuff, and also beat the Resident Evil 8 story-based DLC Shadows of Rose last night. Okay? We're also going to talk about what we're doing today. The beginning of the campaign of Modern Warfare 2, of which there seem to be mixed opinions on the internet, and the conclusion of Sunday Night Bites. After having a good run of about 2.5 to 3 months doing it over, you know, the late summer, early fall here, we're retiring Bassmaster today in grand fashion on the late stream. And of course, I'll give a little bit of an update in regards to the ongoing playthroughs. Tomorrow, Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. It's not a musical. It's a marathon. Tomorrow, I'll be in costume all day long. I'll be playing the games that you guys nominated in droves. you know, hundreds and hundreds of people. Actually, it's not true. It's probably about 100 people nominated games for the event. That's going to be exciting. And we're ordering food for Feasting with the King. Speaking of which, I guess we should just get to that part. So yesterday I put up a poll on the main channel page of DSP Gaming here, by which you guys were going to start voting on the type of cuisine that you wanted to see for the marathon tomorrow, okay? By the way, the chat seems to have frozen. Can anyone talk? Or did the chat freeze on everyone? I refreshed it and it's still frozen. There we go. Finally, someone said something. Like, you guys are just so... You're so God-smacked when I start talking on my stream that immediately you guys...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Did he say God-smacked instead of gobsmacked?
You're so God-smacked when...
He doesn't know the word gobsmacked. He's actually saying God smacked instead of gobsmacked. And that's not even him fucking fobbing a word because he's speaking fast. He took his time to say that word, and he still said God smacked.
Finally, someone said something. Like, you guys are just so... You're so God-smacked when I start talking on my stream that immediately you guys just freeze up. You can't type, you can't move. You're just like...
And you can't talk.
It's like Simon Says, like you're frozen until Simon says something. Well, I don't know what happened there. Everyone was just like quiet. Anyway, people are talking again. So anyway, the poll has been live for 24 hours. I'd like to give you a preliminary result, but that poll will last another 24 hours. It's going to run all the way up to when the marathon starts tomorrow morning. So the poll is either for Hawaiian barbecue, which I had once before. The food did not look appetizing. I tried it, and it was absolutely amazing. Vietnamese food, where we ordered previously some weird stuff like oxtail soup and a tuna banh mi, and there's not very good selections. The thing is, I've had Vietnamese food before and really liked it. The selections we did last time were just not very appealing to me. I didn't like the food. Doesn't mean that if we ordered it again, that I wouldn't order things that are more common and I'd really enjoy them. And then the third option is Mexican food. The last time that I ordered Mexican food, I kind of did like a tour of the cuisines of Mexico, where there was like a skirt steak. You know, they call it carne asada. But we also had like a stuffed, I think it was poblano pepper, breaded and stuffed and fried and all kinds of stuff. And that was really good. So, 3 options. You guys have voted. Hawaiian barbecue is currently in last place with 21%. There is a fight for first place between Mexican and Vietnamese, although it's not a close one. Vietnamese is at 45%, while Mexican food is currently at 33%. Okay? So, almost 800 people have voted. If you haven't voted yet, what are you waiting for? You have 1 day left. You got to do it over the course of today. Again, that's on the main channel page of DSP Gaming on the community tab. Please vote. Your vote matters. Whatever wins the poll is what we're ordering tomorrow, live on the stream. In fact, what my wife and I are going to do is tonight we're going to start looking into restaurants. Let's say, for example, by the end of the day, you know, let's say Vietnamese is still in the lead. We're going to look into the restaurant we want to order from. We'll probably order for somewhere different this time and probably get something different. Okay? And yes, I'm excited. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a chill day with Halloween vibes. I'll be in costume all day, which is going to be really nice. While we play video games together. And just relax and enjoy the holiday. All right, so I hope that you guys will be here tomorrow if you can be, starting usual time, 10:45 a.m. So we got that coming up. And next week, we have 2 really high-profile new releases. Sonic Frontiers, which everyone is just a big question mark, right? Is it good? No one knows. We won't know till we actually try it. We're all hoping for the best, though, right? Like, we want a good Sonic game. We want a new Sonic game again that's going to be worth playing. But we have no idea if this one's going to be good or not. Is it just me, or does the camera look like it's aimed too far up? Right? Do I look like I'm really low? I messed with the camera when the TV showed up. I messed with the camera when the TV... That looks better. That looks much better. Yeah, I messed with the camera when the TV showed up 2 days ago. And I guess I didn't center it properly because I wasn't even in the middle of the shot. Now I am. Okay. So, yeah. Sonic Frontiers. Will it be any good? It's a big question mark. It's actually one of the games I'm more interested in this gaming season because no one knows. It could be really good. It could be terrible. You don't know how it's going to be implemented. And then, of course, God of War Ragnarok, which everyone is dying to play. Everyone's saying it's a game of the year shoo-in. I don't know about that. I guess we'll see. But, you know, God of War 2018 was absolutely hands down my favorite game of the year. So I'm excited to see, you know, how much I like the next one, right? So we got those 2 games coming out a little bit over a week. I think it's Tuesday and Wednesday of not this week, but next week. So we've got about a week to focus in on the stuff that I'm playing now and get as far as I can. Good news is we beat the Resident Evil 8 DLC, which we'll talk about today. It's up to you guys to make the determination. Do you want to see if I do the reverse mode, which is the mode that was supposed to launch with Resident Evil 8 and did not? It finally came out this week, and what it is a multiplayer mode where you play as either the heroes or villains of Resident Evil, kind of, you know, fighting each other in like a third-person action combat, I guess it is. But I don't know if you guys are interested in that or not. You know, it's kind of a one-off thing. Someone actually said last night they'd played it. It's good for like 1 or 2 hours. It's kind of a throwaway experience, and there's not a lot of content in it as of now. See? So, think about it. All right, well, we'll talk about the schedule in a second. But anyway, you know, exciting stuff on the horizon, right? Very exciting. And I'm pumped as much as you guys for all of this. Tomorrow is the final day of October, which means today and tomorrow are the final days for the Halloween decorations and the final days for the Halloween animations, all right? As of Tuesday, I'm going to do a shift over. We're going to change the background back to the more generic background that I do for non-holiday months. And in addition to that, the animations are going to go back to the more generic thank you animations. They're not really generic. They're just not seasonal. And they'll stay as those for about a month. And then, of course, in Christmas, you know, December, we'll have lots of holiday stuff coming up, which will be exciting. I always love the Christmas month, and all the stuff that we do special around here is really nice, right? So last day, for anyone who contributes to the streams, to see some silly holiday Halloween animations. As you know, they've been pretty good this year. Namely the ones for tips, you know, some really cool ones. We had Ghostbusters, Aliens, Resident Evil 8, Dracula, right? The Shining. Some really, really good animations this year. I really enjoyed having them for the whole month. You know, I really like Halloween month. So I hope you guys have been, enjoying them as well. You know, my wife and I have been watching X-Files every night, which is a very creepy supernatural show, perfect for Halloween. Good stuff all around, right? It's been a really good month, and I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for November, December, because we got 2 really great gaming months laid out here coming up. Also, this means that starting Tuesday, we have a new members goal. Now, here's the thing. I was thinking about this, and I was like,
I'm very curious how he's going to fucking approach us. He's very aware. Let's not fool ourselves here. He is extremely aware of how many gifted memberships he was given, and he's going to be scared to fucking put this at a higher. He would actually be scared to put it to 1,000. There's no way he's going to be confident enough to fucking set that at 1,000. He's not far away from it technically, but he is too scared. I'm going to tell you now. He might make it a lower goal than what he's currently got, which is bizarre. I know. I don't know how Phil's going to approach this members goal. I really don't.
It might make more sense to launch the members goal tomorrow, even though tomorrow is technically still October.
He's actually going to fucking do 1,000. I think. Oh my god, you're not going to hit it then unless somebody fucking trumps up another fucking 500 memberships for you, pal.
You know, follow my reasoning here. Tomorrow is the Halloween marathon, right? So tomorrow we're gonna have more people on the stream than usual. Likely we're gonna have a good amount of support. There might be people coming to help the channel in certain ways. And maybe if I set up the members goal for tomorrow and have it count towards November, then it would make sense, because that way if someone wants to do a member bomb or whatever, it would apply towards the new goal. If you don't know what the new goal is, it's Christmas. In the month of November, if we hit our members goal, I'll be doing a day-long Christmas marathon. Will it be on Christmas? No. Christmas is my one solid day off a year. But basically what I'll be doing is a day right before Christmas. I haven't even looked at the schedule yet, but it'll probably be a day or 2 before Christmas. I'll do a marathon of gaming. You guys will nominate and vote on the games, just like you did for Halloween, for the games that I'll play during Christmas. I dress up in Christmas attire all day, including ugly Christmas sweaters and shirts and hats. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Christmas marathon is the one day a year that I drink on stream. I actually participate in Christmas cordials, as well as other things. In previous years, I've had flavored beers, I've had whiskey, I've had eggnog. I would think this year would be more of the same. I don't see any reason to veer from the course that's worked. So, pretty cool. I'm excited for that, all right? So, we're going to have this goal. If we hit the goal of member support in this November, we're going to do this marathon, okay? Now, I already kind of jumped the gun because usually I would do 2-tiered members goals. But I kind of already announced something else that we're doing, and I kind of feel stupid that I already did it. So what I also had already announced is that this year I'm returning to WWE 2K22 Sims for the holidays. Here's what I used to do back in the day. I used to do Sims for all the holidays, Halloween, Christmas, sometimes other themed ones, and also I would do it for special pay-per-views like WrestleMania. What I would do is a special event where I would do all these fantasy matches. And people like the fantasy matches. If you didn't notice, the ones I did this year did pretty well. People enjoyed them. Came out and drove to watch them live and then watch them on demand as well. And it seems to be one of the more popular things I brought back this year, among other things. So what I wanted to do was a whole event, a whole stream. Okay, now here's what the stream would entail. Me doing qualifying matches for the King of Christmas tournament. If you don't know what the King of Christmas tournament is, I used to do this every year. So what you do is you have 3 or 4 qualifying matches, each featuring icons of Christmas, like Frosty the Snowman against Ebenezer Scrooge, against I don't know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and they have a triple threat match, and they fight it out in a sim match, and whoever wins that match qualifies for the finals. So you do a series of like 3 or 4 of those matches, okay? And at the end of the event, you do the final match, which is a ladder match. And at the top of the ladder, you have a Christmas title, an actual Christmas title belt hanging. And the way you win a ladder match is someone has to climb the ladder, grab the belt, and take it off the rung. And that's how you win. And it's really epic because when you have like 3 or 4 people in this match, they all keep stopping themselves from getting the belt. And there's big high-flying moves. And then whoever gets the belt is the King of Christmas for that year. And I remember in previous years, we got guys like the Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge. I think the Grinch won one year. But we've had positive Kings of Christmas too. It's not like it's always villains. So it's a good time. And this was something that people looked forward to every year as a special Christmas event. And over the years, it kind of got phased out for multiple reasons. Number 1, because I wasn't into wrestling as much. Number 2, because WWE games were falling apart and weren't working anymore. And it was like 2 or 3 years ago when the game didn't even work. So I said, well, forget it. We're just going to phase it out and not do it. So now we're bringing it back this year. Now, this certainly could have been something that I could have set up as a reward for memberships. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say it's happening. Okay? It's my fault anyway. I already kind of jumped the gun and announced it previously. It'd be kind of messed up for me to say, oh, yeah, I said I was going to do it, but now I'm hiding it behind a support milestone or something like that. We won't do that. What we'll do is we're just going to do it. As a way of me saying thanks and happy holidays, we're just going to do the special event without any kind of qualification. Okay? So there you go. But the Christmas Marathon will be a reward for hitting a member level of support. I will set up the goal tomorrow. We will have it live during the Halloween event. Now, I have no idea if anyone's going to come out by and be gifting membership bombs or anything like that during the marathon. I'm just saying it would be a prime time to do it. I know for...
This is going to be an interesting one. I don't understand why he's doing it. I could do it a day early.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Meth Bear for a tip who says, Jad, if we don't get a full house, you're a damn Campbell or a Clan Leslie fop because it's a girl's name. I'm neither of those things, pal. I am not a Campbell. I'll guarantee that much. I remember you talking about that shit on the stream, on fucking, fucking Prophet stream. I heard that shit. You and Heather and Prophet talking about, oh, he's probably a Campbell. I was still there and I heard that shit. And I was like, no, I'm no. Although I was not surprised in the fucking least when Meth Bear revealed he was a Jewish lawyer. That is what it is. Meth Bear, though, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I'm going to go 1.25 speed just to catch up to live, Phil.
For a fact, we'll have more viewers on the Halloween marathon than we would have during a typical stream. So it's a great opportunity for someone who's looking to support the channel or help their fellow viewers and chatters out. That would be the great day to do it. So I'll set it up tomorrow, and that way if anyone does drop any member bombs, it'll count towards it. By the way, it won't be a giant goal. The most we've had now for members was 1,036. I really should have written it down because I forgot. I think it was around 1,036. So I think I'll do something more reasonable. It'll probably be like maybe like 1,025 or something like that. You know, something within reach. And then maybe...
Why is he not going to make it 1,000? Just make it a flat 1,000. Siege mode is where he fucking crosses his arms. Is when he crosses his arms. So he's going to set the member goal at 1,000. Let's break this down very quickly, guys, okay? He is going to want 1,000 members. He's going to begin this tomorrow, essentially, with his goal to try and hit about 1,000 members. Where are we? YouTube? No, it's the wrong thing. YouTube Raw. Yeah, here we go. YouTube Raw data. Here we go. He's going to lose 25 members today alone. He's going to lose 5 during a day stream and 20 during a night stream. Because 30 September he was gifted 25 members at the Blue. So today, after today, he's going to lose 25 members just like that. The 3rd of October, he's going to lose another 20. And then obviously, so he drips and drabs, he loses some more here and there, but when you get to like the fucking 19th and 21st, that's when the real damage is done. So he's going to be hoping and praying that member bomb comes between now and the 19th of September. Sorry, 19th of November. So, because if he does not get it, Jesus Christ, man. So, keep in mind, Phil's going to be sitting about 900 members for a little while longer. He's going to be sitting around 900 members until the 19th, whatever, unless somebody actually does gift him more members, whatever, at the fucking Blue, and he actually gets to his fucking random arbitrary goal, but he's going to lose 526 fucking members in the space of 3 fucking days, on the 19th and the 21st. Just pointing that out there.
Maybe have a stretch goal, then we get a tier 2 goal, I do another special reward or something like that. We'll see. But anyway, that'll be set up for tomorrow. And then, as of Tuesday, the holiday festivities for Halloween are over, and we go back to a boring November. Not really, because November for me is commercial month. That's right. We've already secured the support this month that we're doing the special marathon in November. It's the Black Friday Apocalypse Spectacular. We're on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. I will be reacting to a series of advertisements that you guys are actually going to start nominating. When it'll be in early November, I'll set up a thread where you guys can start posting up links to YouTube videos with ads in them. And I will review those and find the best ones from like the 80s and 90s and maybe some funny international ads. And I'll react to them live here during that marathon on Black Friday. Okay? I'm excited for that. It's going to be a really special event, something different from what I would usually do. I think it's going to be pretty neat. So, hope you guys are excited for that. That's coming up. That's the November reward for your level of support that you did this month. Okay? Let's talk schedule. So today, we're starting up the campaign. Well, actually, you know what? Before we start schedule, let's talk about what we've been doing the last couple of days. Let's summarize that first, because I don't want to get ahead of myself. Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. How is it? Well, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I actually feel like the connections are better than the beta. In the beta, I frequently would have connections that were like 100 milliseconds or worse. I don't think I've had a connection worse than 70 in the final game. That's a good thing. Now, keep in mind that crossplay is enabled by default. I think you can't even disable it on the Xbox. I'm having no issues. I'm having good connections pretty much almost every single match. Okay? Graphically, the game looks good. There's a few glitches and foibles here or there. And the pop-in I'm starting to notice in certain stages is really annoying because if there's an enemy, it's not just a pop-in. The graphics are popping in. You're like, oh shit, that's a stupid. Hope they fix that. The gunplay is good, and now with my new television that I've had for a couple of days, I feel like the response that I'm getting is better than ever. And if you haven't noticed, the last few days, I've been doing pretty good. You know, I won a free-for-all match. I've done pretty good whenever I do free-for-all. Once I started getting attachments for my guns, and that is one of my criticisms, is that it seems like the attachments for the guns take way too long to unlock. You know, I shouldn't be playing with a gun for 2-3 hours before I get a single optical sight. Like, what? 3 hours of gameplay with a gun before I get a sight? Like, are you serious? And yeah, it's super annoying. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. It was a slow to go unlock. But once I started getting the unlockable attachments and things, and, you know, aimed on the sight better, scope, I'm kicking ass. You know, it was funny. I was doing okay with the LMG, the Icarus, and then I immediately got the scope. And then, boom, within one game, I was top of the leaderboards dominating because I could actually kill people from distance. I was doing crazy. So, I like it, but it definitely feels like it's a slow-going process to get all the stuff. You know, right now I'm working towards the M16, which is the next unlockable gun. I need to level up my Icarus LMG another 2 or 3 levels, and then I get the M16. So once I get the M16, then I want to get the attachments. I want to see if I like it. If I like it, great. If not, maybe I want to switch it up and start playing with the SMG and try other weapons, right? So there is replayability simply because of the amount of unlockables, but the unlockables I do feel take too long. And, for example, some of the unlockables that were already there in the beta that I liked, like the decoy, you can't get till much later. You know, I think I'm like level 19 now. You gotta be like 45 or 50 to get the decoy. It's like, geez, you want me to play how many sessions, you know, how many dozens of hours before I can get the cool attachment or the cool equipment? That's kind of annoying. But anyway, so far so good. I like the game. Okay. The Resident Evil 8 Shadows of Rose DLC, I'll be very honest with all of you, I feel was very disappointing. I was expecting it to be more like the Evil Within, because the whole premise of the DLC was that Rose, the daughter of Ethan, has grown up, and she wants to get rid of her powers that she got from this mold, the Mytocete, as it's called. Everyone views her as a freak, because she looks weird, and she has these powers, right? So, she decides she's going to try to go back inside the Mega Seat, which was a piece of the giant mold that was present in the village before it was destroyed, and try to figure out a way to turn off her powers. And supposedly, if she goes in there, there'll be a way to do it. Now, unbeknownst to her, the memories of all who died in the village have been absorbed into this Mega Seat. So when she goes in there, she's encountering monsters and people from Resident Evil Village who are dead, but now they're in there. And I was expecting it to be like a dream state, like Evil Within, but it was nothing at all like that. It was basically just go through the whole mansion of Lady D again, but this time the puzzles are shuffled around and you're fighting mold men instead of other enemies. And that was it. Like, there was nothing to it. It wasn't like, oh, this is exciting. It's like, no, it's the same shit again. Limited ammo. I mean, yeah, the one new thing is that she has a power where she can freeze enemies, or she can kill plants that are made of the mold to open up areas that are blocked. So it's kind of like a puzzle element. There's nothing to it, and sadly, it's just not that entertaining. I hate to say it. Like, if you like Resident Evil 8, you should enjoy it, at least, you know, somewhat. But if you were looking for something new or different, it's really not. It's really just more of the same, which is very frustrating. And for me, the thing that got me is it was $20. I'm like, $20, and it's technically 3 to 4 hours long. So you're telling me it's like $4 to $5 or more than $5 an hour. And there's really nothing to it. The thing that really got me about it, okay? The ending. I'm not going to spoil how it ends. What I'm going to tell you is something that won't be a spoiler if you've already played the original game. The ending of the Shadows of Rose DLC is the same ending as Resident Evil 8 Village. It actually plays the ending a second time. Essentially what they're saying is, everything you just did in the DLC already happened before you saw the ending of Resident Evil Village, meaning it has absolutely no bearing on the story whatsoever and is a complete waste of your time. And if you'd known that, you would have been like, do I even want to buy this or play it if it's really just kind of a throwaway? Because it absolutely is. It's a throwaway. You don't have to do it. It's completely kind of a waste of everyone's time. It's nice if you haven't played, like me, I haven't played Resident Evil 8 in a year and a half. I haven't played it since it was a new release in the spring of 2021. So it was nice to have a throwback and play the game a little bit more again. But the fact that there was actually nothing new whatsoever, the same exact locations, and there was really no story. It was just a throwaway story that didn't matter. It's kind of like, wow, that's really disappointing. You know, they're like, oh, this is the end of the Ethan, or the end of the Winter saga. Good. Good. Let's move on to a new story. I'm tired of the mold now. 2 games of the mold is enough for me. Let's move on to something more interesting. But Resident Evil 9, maybe we can actually get back to a virus or something, because I'm tired of the mold. It's kind of lame, quite frankly, at this point. So anyway, I was disappointed. I was definitely expecting more, and what I got was not sufficient for me. I was hoping for new gameplay, new monsters, story that mattered, and literally I got none of that. It was just rehash. Now, as for Reverse, this was the other half of the formula. It was free if you already owned Resident Evil 8. And what Reverse is this new multiplayer mode where you control either the villains or the heroes of the Resident Evil series, and you fight against each other in a multiplayer setting. Like I said, someone already told me it's kind of a throwaway mode. Like, you'll play for a couple of hours, you'll be like, okay, and then you'll probably never play it again, because apparently there's, like, no content for it. Like, the thing is, like, really bare bones right now. So, you know, it's up to you guys if you want to see it or not. I'll leave it the ball in your court. If you guys are interested, about, you know, seeing that mode, let me know, and I'll try to squeeze it in to be a night stream the next week. As of now, I'm not too sold on even really bothering, since you guys didn't seem to care that much about it, you know. But anyway, that's what's been going on. So now let's talk about the schedule for this week coming up. Today is the premiere of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 campaign. We're finally getting to it, and it's so weird, these mixed opinions on the internet about shit like this, all right? Some people are saying the campaign is outstanding. They're saying it's pretty much just on par with the campaign of 2019, Modern Warfare 1 remake. People, I really like the campaign of Modern Warfare 1. I wasn't in love with it and thought it was like groundbreaking, but I thought it was very entertaining for what it was. It kind of felt like a return to form for Infinity Ward for the old campaigns they used to put out with Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. So I liked it. And a lot of people seem to be saying that they like it as well, all right? But then there's mainstream reviewers who came out and basically panned it. Like, for example, IGN, right, comes out and says that it's 6 out of 10. And people are scratching their head and they're like, wait a minute. IGN says the campaign of Modern Warfare 2 is 6 out of 10. And then they, of course, rightly so, they start going back and looking at previous IGN reviews. IGN reviewed the campaign of Call of Duty Vanguard last year a 7 out of 10. Vanguard, the worst Call of Duty, they said was a 7 out of 10. All right? So here's what I have to say. Should we all freak out because IGN says the campaign is bad, and should we even believe IGN? All right? I'm a very... No. No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't care what IGN says. Because I hate to say it, because I've explained this many times before, and I'll explain it again. Mainstream gaming media, in particular the biggest sites like IGN, have a horrible problem with review scaling, okay? Here's how reviews are supposed to work. So you're a reviewer. You get a game, you sit down, and you play it. As you play it, you're taking notes, and you're weighing and balancing various things. There's objective data you're supposed to take down. What's the length of the game? How do the graphics look? How are the responsiveness of the controls, right? This and that. Then, once you've got all the data that's objective recorded, you add your subjectivity. Was it fun to play? How does it stack up to other Call of Duties that you've played? You know, there's all that factor. So at the end of the day, it is absolutely true, 100%, that a review is just a subjective piece of work. It'll always have a subjective spin to it. That is correct. But there should also be facts involved. Like a review for anything shouldn't be emotion. It shouldn't be, oh, well, I was playing this game or watching this movie and I felt this and therefore it's the best thing ever. What? Well, what about the other factors? Like, how long was the movie? Oh, I don't know. I just know that I cried, so it's a good movie. Wait, what? That's what a lot of these reviewers do. They go in with this mindset that, like, because they felt something during a game or during a movie or a show, that's it. That's the review. That's not the review. I didn't fucking read your review to read Emotional Happy Hour. You know, I want to know stuff about the fucking game. You know what I mean? There's objective and subjective. What IGN is really bad at is taking reviews from different reviewers and scaling them for them to make sense.
I just had to fucking laugh at Emotional Happy Hour. I need to hear that again one more time.
Because they felt something during a game or during a movie or a show. That's it. That's the review. That's not the review. I didn't fucking read your review to read Emotional Happy Hour, you know.
Oh my god, that's incredible fucking Emotional Happy Hour. I was like, I don't care about your fucking feelings, just give me fucking facts. I mean, we get to the exact same fucking thing about Phil. Anytime Phil tells us a fucking story, who cares about your fucking feelings in a situation? Who Phil, you're having a fucking hard time. Give us a facts situation. Why do you need to fucking dent his money so badly? Never mind how you're fucking feeling. Never mind how you're fucking feeling low because supporters fucking low. Just tell us why the fuck you're fucking needing this money and tell us where the fucking money is going. Just give us a fucking facts, Phil. We didn't fucking watch you for Emotional Happy Hour and fucking watching the pig cry and fucking whine and bitch and crying. All this non-stop stuff. It's incredible, man. He fucking bitches and whines and moans about fucking gaming companies giving subjective reviews, whatever shit. That's the whole point. It's subjective. You can fucking take it with a pinch of salt. You don't have to fucking believe it. You don't have to trust it. But Phil is fucking saying, you can't trust these guys because they're always opinionated and not shit. People are not fucking robots. People will have opinions. Phil Burnell tried to review things. Remember Phil Burnell's KO Gaming channel? He didn't. Some of the fucking high quality fucking reviews that Phil Burnell had on KO Gaming. In fact, let's just fucking take a detour. Fuck it. Screw it. I'm going to search for fucking KO Gaming. Give me a second, lads and ladies, of course. Give me a fucking second. Give me a second. KO Gaming, guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KO Gaming. Now, so the last he used this video for a while. He used the channel for a while to use it for his normal gameplay. At first it was like reviews, not showing edited stuff. Look at the fucking thumbnails. This is decent effort thumbnails for Phil Burnell. And then he kind of gave up the fucking channel. But you get what I'm saying though, like he's like, look at this, better than Dark Souls, Game of the Year already, a beautiful story you've already played, all that shit, and for shame, 4 reasons why For Honor sucks. And what else is there, you know, the best, what else is there, you know, all these fucking, you know, random fucking clickbait titles and opinions he's fucking got on this fucking channel. 8 years too late, the sad story of The Last Guardian. Flash out Substance, Dragon Ball review, and all that shit, you know what I mean? These are opinions, these are fucking, you know, opinions. This is not fucking facts of the situation. Phil is putting forward his own opinions and his own feelings into these fucking videos here. He's not fucking approaching it as a fucking robot, just fucking laying down the facts of the situation. He's fucking really putting out there every fucking, you know, his emotions into this and how he feels and how the game performed for him as well as a metric. If the game didn't give him a lot of fucking money, he's not going to fucking like that fucking game. That is fucking this is the accepted situation that Phil Burnell is usually in. For fuck's sake, man, my impression after 9 in-game hours, a buggy, boring, unfinished rip-off, No Man's Sky, blah 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 blah. You get what I'm saying? This is what KO Gaming, this is what Phil used to do for reviews. His fucking take on IGN doing reviews is like, oh, these guys fucking put their fucking feelings and emotions into it, and I don't care about that, I just want the facts. But look at Phil here. Operation Raccoon, shitty, you know, it's like, you know, not so mighty but not so bad, a fair review, he's fucking question marks, a sad broken parkour bore. fucking Overwatch gameplay tips. Remember when fucking Phil thought he was great at Overwatch, and he was trying to give fucking gaming tips in it. 34,000 people watched that shit, and of course his viral video, guys, the one viral video, the worst game I've ever played. This is Phil's subjective, no emotions involved whatsoever review. The worst game I've ever played, Homefront: The Revolution. This viral video got Phil over 1 million views, and when this video did so well for him, and he got that money for it, he fucking neglected the channel. This is, as soon as he fucking got YouTube money for this fucking video coming in the following month, he neglected the fuck at this channel, essentially. He gave up. He couldn't fucking replicate that success. He could not replicate that success whatsoever, and he gave up in KO Gaming. And then, oh Jesus Christ, man. DSP Gaming had problems, so I also had to use his channel instead. Emergency Livestream Part 2. Part 1 explanation. Oh my god, man, some of these thumbnails are fucking incredible. Anyway, that's enough of that fucking detail, but you get what I'm saying, though. Phil was fucking having to go at fucking IGN for putting their own emotions and feelings into reviews, when Phil did it all the fucking time on KO Gaming, when he tried his fucking luck at being a fucking video game reviewer and all that shit for his fucking shitey second channel. I'm just doing this so you guys can get a good thumbnail. If you want a wee good print screen thumbnail, whatever it is, there you go. Yeah, my pause game is on point.
I want to know stuff about the fucking game. You know what I mean? There's objective and subjective. What IGN is really bad at is taking reviews from different reviewers and scaling them for them to make sense. All right? When you read a review from IGN and you weigh and balance all the factors that they're saying in it, you can kind of understand if something's good or not, or if something you'd like. But their numbers are fucking terrible. Their numbers don't make any sense. You'll have a review that's like, I liked these 5 things. However, there were 3 really big things that were rooms for improvement that I really feel were better. Overall, 9 out of 10. What? You outright say in your review, there's all these things that could have been much better and you wish it was, but then you said it was nearly perfect. On the flip side, there's reviews that are like all these good things, 1 negative, 6 out of 10. The 1 negative took 40% of the quality away? Like, what are you talking about? That's their problem. They don't know how to scale reviews. Now, it's actually the job of the editor, not the job of the individual reviewer, but the job of the editor to read everyone's reviews and go back to the reviewer and say, okay, so you gave it this number score, but here's the deal. If you take a look at all the other reviews that we have up on the site, and if you take a look at the reviews for similar games like other Call of Duties, here's how those scaled. So if Call of Duty Vanguard wasn't so good and we gave it a 7, and you're saying that this also isn't so good, we got to at least give it a 7, maybe an 8, because you're saying maybe it's slightly better than Vanguard. This is what IGN does not do, ever. Or if they do, their editor is the worst editor on the planet. Because I frequently see number scores that are up, down, left, right, all around, and they're not justifiable, nor do they rank against each other in any way that makes sense. It doesn't make any sense that you would give a game a 9, and then a game a 2, and you read the reviews, and they're similar. Like, what the fuck? How does that even make any sense at all? Okay? So, never, ever, 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 ever take a number review from IGN at face value. They don't know what they're doing. I hate to say it, we're in 2022, and mainstream games journalism is still way behind everyone else when it comes to professionalism in journalism. They just are. They think they're professional, but from an outside perspective, of someone who actually understands games, it's laughably bad. And their defense is always, oh, well, guess what? It's an opinion, bro. Oh, sorry, it's subjective, dude. We can't be held accountable for the fact that our reviews are terrible when it comes to the number system. Yes, you can. Yes, you can be held accountable, and I have the right to say that you sucked. Because you do. You always have. I've been following IGN since I started on YouTube, 14 years ago. Their reviews have always been shit when it comes to the number score. I'm not saying the content of the review. If you read the reviews themselves, they're not that bad at all. You'll usually get a really good idea about a game by reading an IGN review. But whoever is in charge of the number system and the scaling, the editor, is an idiot. And I'm sure it hasn't even been the same person over the years, but it is the same idiot keeps teaching the next idiot how to do it. So you just get a line of big idiots inheriting the same idiotic system of numbering. They're all dumb.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Brad Burnham for Super Chat. It says, Phil will whinge all through a playthrough of a game and then put it in his top 10 in a year. Pretty much, yeah. Phil fucking, it's so funny. The funniest things I find about Phil Burnham is you'll fucking see him during the game, during the actual game, you'll fucking go, this game fucking sucks, this game's so fucking bad. The game developers didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And then I fucking tweet about it. It was like, I just finished the game and that was a really entertaining game. That was an incredible playthrough we just had. And, can't wait to fucking give my review of the game and all that shit, It's like one of those fucking things where it's like, this is fucking completely opposite of what you're saying live at the time, Phil. Your feelings with the game, your raw, genuine feelings and emotions with the game told me you were fucking hating the fucking experience and you thought the game was stupid and the game developers were stupid and you wanted them to die and all that shit. But then you fucking talk about it on Twitter afterwards and you're fucking saying the game's great. Something doesn't add up.
I'm sorry. I can't even give them a moment of defense. They've never done a good job with their number scores. So I wish that they would have someone over there with an air of professionalism who would actually learn how to fucking do it. That's one thing that always, when I used to review games, I always have a major factor. I'd be like, okay, so I'm reviewing Uncharted 4, but I have to weigh and balance this against the previous Uncharted games. Was it worse or better than the last ones, right? And then based off of that, also weigh and balance it against all the other games that are out at the time. Length of content, how much content, how fun the content was, how responsive the controls were, how good the graphics. Got to compare all those things. And then on all of those factors, you got to get a number score. It's not easy when you do it this way. It's literally not easy when you have to do this. But then that's the problem. It's hard. And it's challenging. And it makes you feel like you're working. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine someone who's an independent content creator actually having to put effort in to review, while the professionals out there just fucking throw numbers on it. And, it doesn't matter. It's just an opinion. We can't be held accountable. Okay. Anyway, don't trust IGN. I really don't. I don't give a shit what they rated this campaign. I'm going to play it for myself. I'm going to judge it for myself. When the vast majority of people on the internet who played the Modern Warfare 2 campaign say it's really good, I'm going to tend to go with them. You know what I mean? But let's see what happens, okay? We're going to do it today. I heard it's around 5 hours long. So if it is, if we play it today and we do it maybe tomorrow night, then maybe we'll beat it. If we don't, we could easily do like another stream like Wednesday night and wrap it up. And if we end early, we can jump into the multiplayer. So let's see what happens. But I definitely want to beat the campaign this week, okay? So that's my main focus of the main stream. Now, the late stream tonight, okay? The conclusion, the finale, the ending, all right, of Sunday Night Bites. This has been something that I've really enjoyed doing over the course of the late summer and now into the fall. It's been about 3 months that we've been doing it. And just to give you guys a perspective here of how cool this event has been.
Yes! Get on with it!
Shut up, this is what we put together over the course of that time. This is something we did. And I like that. I like the feeling that as a community, right? Whoops. I flipped the lure. I have to shove it back in there. I like the feeling that as a community, we built something together. And we did. We built this hat with all these cool lures and things on it as a result of Sunday Night Bites. Doing this cool, chill fishing with you guys. Having great conversation and interaction during those streams. And then by hitting, funding goals, picking different lures that we added to the hat. And here it is, all right? So tonight, it's the final Sunday Night Bite, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. We'll see if I can catch any big ones. I doubt we're going to be hitting a new record at this point. But why are we retiring Sunday Night Bites tonight? There's 2 reasons. Reason number 1, I'm too busy with new releases to be doing these chill streams. Like, I need every stream now to make advancement in the new games or I'm never going to beat them and I'm going to get backlogged in too many games, all right? So number 1, I just need the time. Number 2, sadly, Bassmaster is being removed from Game Pass. Don't ask me why, because it's not like anyone's going to go out and buy the game. But yeah, Bassmaster is being removed, and since it's being removed, I'm not going to spend $40 to buy the game digitally. Now, you can actually get it for much cheaper online. I think it's like $20 physically. But at this point, since we don't have time for it anyway, we're gonna retire it. So now, in the future, would I ever do fishing again? Possibly. They might have a new Bassmaster game coming out. Maybe I would get that one. Or maybe it would be on Game Pass again. But for now, it is time to retire it. So tonight, the final chill stream of fishing. If we hit the tips goal tonight, we'll add a final lure to the hat. And then this hat will now be eligible moving forward after tonight. That if we hit $100 in tips on any stream, I'll put on this hat. All right? There you go. It'll be in the running. So it's going to be a thing we worked on together for months. And then this will actually be part of the experience. Pretty neat, right? Cool.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Someone just had an idea. Listen to this. This idea. Everett says, listen to this. Would you buy a mannequin and put it in your background with a fisherman's hat on it? I never thought about something like that. But you could get, not a mannequin, but you can get one of those like foam heads that you would see at like a store, right? It would be made of foam. So it probably wouldn't be that expensive. And you could put a hat on it. And so I could have, instead of the boxes of my consoles in the background, we could have a foam head with a hat. And every day I could change the hat around, a different hat, right? That we could do that if we wanted to. I'd have to look into that. I'd have to see like what I could get off of Amazon or something. I mean, that'd be silly as hell, right? It would be silly. I think it would be entertaining. And then you have a different hat every day in the background, something to rotate around, right? Simply Eddie says, then get a torso and put on the vests. Oh my god. So I'm gonna get a disembodied foam torso here and a head here with a vest and a hat on every day. Oh man. Ugh. I don't know. Anyway, I'll look into it. How about that? It's an idea. We're not doing that for November. For November, we're going back to the game setup with the game boxes and the little figures and everything. In fact, I think I have them in a bag right over here that I can easily just pop them right back out and set it up again. But I'll think about it. It's not. Let me put it this way. It's not a bad idea. It's just kind of silly, and I don't know how people would receive that. I guess we'll have to think about it, right? Okay. Anyway, everyone, let's get back on track here. Let's realign the ship. So today, it's the Modern Warfare 2 campaign and the conclusion of Sunday Night Bites. I hope you'll come by tonight and support that stream if you can. It would be great to add a final lure to the hat before we retire, the entire game series. Excuse me. Tomorrow, it's the Halloween Marathon. 4 games will be played. The Darkness Part 1, which I have to get. It's $4 on Xbox Live. So the Darkness Part 1, Dead by Daylight, Proteus, and Ghosts and Goblins. And I'm not sure what version of Ghosts and Goblins I have to look because I have to hook up my Switch and see which version is on there because there's at least 1, if not 2. And we're going to play those. It's going to be fun. What we'll do is in the morning, I'll do the podcast in costume, so you'll get to see what my Halloween costume is for the year. Okay? And then, we'll order food for Feasting with the King. Okay? Then, I will put up a poll, and you guys will vote which out of the 4 games do you want to see first. So you'll figure that out. All right? And then based on that, we'll start, and then each time that we play a game for about an hour and a half and get bored, you guys will vote again on what's the next thing. Okay? Sound good? Okay. It should be a fun event. And of course, we'll have Feasting with the King as well halfway through the day when the food arrives. It's going to be a good day. Then on Tuesday, what we're going to do is we're going to switch things around. It's going to be a Plague Tale Requiem on the first stream. Now, we're more than halfway through Plague Tale Requiem, okay? We were at a critical story point, and then my TV died. In the hallway of the critical story. We were walking towards the critical story, and my TV turned on. And I was like, what? So it's been this cliffhanger ever since Wednesday of last week. We had to wait a whole week for it. We're finally going to get our big story reveal on Tuesday. Main gameplay stream. And hopefully we'll get a good chunk in. I'm hoping that we can finish the game within the next week. Okay? Then on Tuesday night, it'll be Modern Warfare 2 again, and likely with the campaign. We'll continue on with the campaign. We'll see if we can finish it. Wednesday, the main gameplay stream will be Gotham Knights. Again, a game that we were doing really well in. I just completed multiple side missions, including one against Clayface, which is neat. And then we didn't get to play it because my TV didn't work. So Wednesday, main gameplay stream, 3 hours of Gotham Knights. And then Wednesday night, more Modern Warfare 2. If we need more time for the campaign, we'll beat it. If not, we'll do some multiplayer. Okay? And that's the streaming week. I'm off on Thursday. So next week, we got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We have 4 days. All right? And in those 4 days, my goal is to try to beat Plague Tale. All right? I want to get one of the games done because there's no way that I can juggle too many games, coming up. Next week, we got Sonic Frontiers on Tuesday, and I believe God of War Ragnarok premieres on Wednesday. So that being said, I need to finish Plague Tale. At that point, we'll be around, I think. Let's see here. How far am I into Plague Tale? Between 12 and 13 hours, I'm into Plague Tale. Everyone says Plague Tale's run around 20. So after playing it Tuesday, I'll be around 15. So I'll probably need maybe 2 more streams to beat it. So if I play it again on Friday and then I play it again on Sunday, we'll probably beat it, which would be perfect timing, okay? So likely that's what it's going to be. It's going to be Plague Tale and Modern Warfare 2 on Friday. And then it'll probably be Gotham Knights and maybe some Disney Dreamlight Valley on Saturday. And then again, Plague Tale, Modern Warfare 2 Sunday, Gotham Knights, and maybe either Modern Warfare or Disney Dreamlight Monday. And then that Tuesday's the premiere Sonic Frontiers. Okay? So that's the rough schedule. Hope that sounds good. Okay, I think I've covered everything. I'm trying to think of all the things, the housekeeping things. Don't have any updates in regards to anything behind the scenes right now. No, I think that's it. I think we covered everything. So, let's now get to a little bit of gaming news and news in general. A few hot topics that everyone is talking about. The first topic is that The Witcher television series, not necessarily something that I'm involved in because I've never seen it. It's on Netflix, and it started on Netflix right after I canceled my Netflix, so I've never seen an episode. But apparently everyone seems to think it's a great show. 2 seasons have been out. Everyone loved the show. Henry Cavill apparently doing, dead on how Geralt should be played, or Geralt should be played as The Witcher. Nailing the character from the video games and all of that. Big news yesterday. The Witcher has been renewed for 2 more seasons. So there'll be 4 seasons of The Witcher television show. Okay? Season 3, everything will be good, continuing on the plot lines and everything you love. Season 4, Henry Cavill is stepping down, and it's Chris Hemsworth, that's right, Thor himself, who will be taking up the mantle of Geralt moving forward. The internet is very upset.
I thought it was his brother. I thought it was Liam Hemsworth that was doing the role instead. Am I mistaken in that? No, yeah, Heather saying as well, it's Liam. Yeah, exactly, Liam Hemsworth. That's what I thought. As soon as I said Chris, I was like, no, it's no. So yeah, Jesus Christ, Phil, man, Jesus. I know. Okay, to be fair, one slight, they're brothers. So they're brothers, and they kind of look kind of similar. You know what I mean? And they're both called Hemsworth, not sure. But for fuck's sake, Phil, you should really fucking make sure you know what you're fucking talking about before you start talking about it. Fucking Thor himself, aye, fucking good one, pal. It's his less talented brother, or his less famous brother. Less talented seems a bit harsh, you know what I mean? Like, it's a very harsh thing for me to say, but his less famous brother is definitely a more accurate depiction.
To say the least. They're like, what? Like, no. Did I say Chris Hemsworth? It's Liam Hemsworth, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's not Thor, you fucking idiot. I'm going to rewind this. To try and see how he's going to fucking backtrack at this.
Season 3, everything will be good, continuing on the plot lines and everything you love. Season 4, Henry Cavill is stepping down, and it's Chris Hemsworth, that's right, Thor himself, who will be taking up the mantle of Geralt moving forward. The internet is very upset, to say the least. They're like, what? Like, no. Did I say Chris Hemsworth? It's Liam Hemsworth, isn't it? I got his name confused. It's Liam Hemsworth, right? Wait, now I'm so confused. Who is... No, I got confused. Who is playing Geralt?
Liam Hemsworth, who is Chris Hemsworth's brother. Chris Hemsworth was Thor. Liam Hemsworth is also an actor, but he was not Thor, you fucking moron.
Liam Hemsworth, the brother of Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is Thor, it's the brother of Thor. Thor's brother. Got it, I got it confused. Now hold on.
Fucking Thor's brother, Loki. Loki is going to be fucking Witcher. Fucking confirmed by Phil Burnell. Loki to start fucking Witcher. Jesus Christ, man.
Liam, I swear I've seen him in stuff. What has Liam been in? Hold on a second, can I think about this now? Because I knew that the Hemsworth brothers were both actors, but what have I seen Liam in? Oh, he was in the Hunger Games, the first Expendables. No wonder. Okay, fair enough. That's why. I know I've seen him. I just couldn't remember what. So he's going to play the new Geralt, okay? Now everyone's freaking out. They're like, now wait a minute. You sold us on the Witcher being a television series. We were skeptical. You did a good job with it. So well that it was, at that point, I think it was one of the highest rated things ever on Netflix when it came out. So they immediately greenlit season 2. It became this dynamo when it came to, you know, media coverage and everything. Everyone loved it. The Witcher exploded in sales, right? Witcher 3 actually came back out of being an old game and started selling in droves like it was a new bestseller again, right? So everyone was excited. So you might say, well, what is going on with Henry Cavill? Why isn't he doing the character anymore? Well, there's all these different theories. Henry himself hasn't come out and said anything. Some people are guessing.
I thought he wasn't able to do any more fucking Witcher because he is fucking now Superman again. That's been confirmed. Superman's been confirmed. Henry Cavill is returning to a Superman, and so he won't have time to do a TV series if he's fucking making a movie about reprising his role as being the fucking Man of Steel, Superman. So that's not. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I don't actively follow this stuff, and I know more about it than Phil does. And Phil pretends to fucking look this stuff up as part of his fucking job. He's meant to fucking look this stuff up as part of his actual fucking job to fucking give his dentheads some random fucking real world news. This is not even gaming news, but I guess technically The Witcher was based on a video game. So even though it's a TV series I'm talking about, it's a TV series based on a video game. But still, it's fucking edge. Phil, you also don't fucking care enough to fucking talk about it, so just don't fucking bother your arse. Just don't bother your fucking arse to talk about it if you're not even going to fucking bother to look up the how and the why and the who.
Well, it's because they're bringing back Superman. Superman is now going to have another mainstream movie series. Already, it looks like he's going to be fighting Black Adam back and forth. They're going to be like hero and villain to each other, you know, kind of reviving the DC Cinematic Universe after it falling all apart. So maybe if that's his focus, that's what he has to focus on. He's not going to have time to do the show anymore, right? But then there's another take on it, and the rumor is, listen to this, apparently some of the showrunners of The Witcher have done interviews or behind the scenes, they've been talking, and they basically revealed they don't like The Witcher games. They don't like the lore. And so when they were involved in making the show, they wanted to stay away from the lore of the games and the show, or excuse me, the games and all of that, and make the show its own thing, which is weird because people say the show is kind of close to what the games is. But now I guess what they're also saying is that they're also weren't true to the novels or the original source material either. Like basically they just came out and said, we don't like the whole idea of The Witcher. We want to make it its own thing. Okay? And apparently the rumor, and of course it's all rumor, Henry Cavill, who's a fan of The Witcher lore, he tried to portray that original source material in the television show, was upset that for season 4, apparently they were going to veer so far away from the source material that he just had enough and didn't want to do it anymore. All right? Maybe that's true. Maybe not. Unless we hear it from Cavill himself, I don't think we can really believe it. But then again, take a look at recent television shows that have been based on video games like Halo, where Master Chief, who used to be a mysterious protagonist who was genetically engineered to be the superhuman soldier, became, a baby, emotionally, broken. He's popping his cherry in the show. Essentially, the show might as well just have handed him a bottle of fucking Mountain Dew and Doritos and said, here you go, gamers. Here you are. Here's the representative of you. You're a virgin in your parents' basement, sucking on potato chips, playing games, and like, what the fuck? It was terrible. But basically, everyone who's seen the show said it was terrible. But then there's a group of people who like it who don't know Halo. So essentially what they're trying to do, all right, is they're trying to take popular series of games and turn them into popular media series, but not being truthful to the source material at all. I don't understand that. Here's what I don't get, okay? You have amazing source material, right? Uncharted. You have 4 fucking great games with insanely good writing. Why make a movie that has nothing to do with those 4 games? But call it Uncharted anyway. Halo. Are you shitting me? At once, it was one of the biggest... At one point, it was the big...
I'm going to have to stop you there, Phil Burnell. I know for a fucking fact that if I fucking tried to make a fucking movie based exactly on how a fucking video game went, then you would fucking bitch and cry and whine and moan about why you'd fucking go and see that movie when you've fucking experienced it already playing the game. You would complain about the fact they're trying to make a movie on something that already technically exists in video game format precisely as is. So no, I don't buy it, Phil. I don't buy this fucking crying and whining and bitching from Phil Burnell here. I don't fucking buy it one fucking bit, because he would still complain and moan about the fact there's a fucking multi-million-dollar budget movie getting made when the video game already fucking told the exact fucking story, and you got to fucking play out the fucking story and not have to fucking watch it happen. Like you got to fucking experience the story in your own rather than fucking just watch it happen on a fucking big screen. Already happening. So you would absolutely go down that fucking route.
Biggest game franchise there was on consoles. It was the thing that sold Xbox and made Xbox a major player in gaming. Okay? It has so many games with amazing storylines. I mean, admittedly, yeah, 4, 5, and 6 haven't been so good. I think 6 is good, but 4 and 5 are really bad. But I mean, just look, you just take the original trilogy of Halo and make an amazing series out of it. No, we have to fucking reinvent the wheel and start over. No, you.
But by the way, I don't know if this is it's like a hot take or something. I don't know, but the Uncharted movie was no bad. It was okay. I didn't. Is it weird? I know some people. Okay, I've never played the Uncharted games or seen them played. I know what they're about. They're basically, modern day Tomb Raiders essentially. You know what I mean? But kind of same kind of vibe. Let's go about and try and look for treasure, or whatever. But yeah, it's one of those things where I don't. The movie was alright. The movie was enjoyable. I wouldn't fucking go out my way to watch it again, but I didn't mind watching the fucking first time. It wasn't a waste of time, put it that way. And I didn't think to myself either, I was like, oh, this, I can't believe the fucking... I mean, it's one of those things where, also, for people that play the game and are passionate about the games, it's really up to them to decide whether they thought it was a good representation of their brand that they like or not, whether they thought the characters portrayed in them were a decent depiction on their beloved characters from the games. And if it wasn't, well, does that take away the enjoyment from the movie? It just depends what you get into the movie for. Why? It's one of those kind of things, you know what I mean? It's multiple layers to it, essentially, you know what I mean? You don't have to fucking enjoy a movie, based on just a couple of weak criteria like that.
Don't. Here's the deal. If you're gonna do that, don't fucking call it Halo. Don't call it Uncharted. Don't call it The Witcher. Do your own fucking thing. Earn views and attention on your own merits. Stop buying licenses and then ruining and bastardizing those licenses. You know what I'm saying? This all harkens back. The thing that really I remember was the first time this ever happened to me in my lifetime that I can remember, and it blew me away, was Final Fantasy.
Well, he bumped the crap out of that microphone there, so that's our first bingo of the day. Fucking hurry for that.
The Spirits Within. Do you remember that movie? It had literally nothing to do with Final Fantasy. It was such a weak tying into the lore of Final Fantasy at all. It basically, there's an overwhelming life force in the planet. Okay, so it's kind of like Final Fantasy VII and the Mako, right? And that was it. Nothing in that movie had anything to do with Final Fantasy at all. but they made it like it was a Final Fantasy movie. So fans flocked to theaters to see it and said, what the fuck is this? It has nothing to do with Final Fantasy, and they got upset. On its own merits, the movie's not bad. In fact, at the time, I remember the 3D animation was quite groundbreaking in the early 2000s when that movie came out. But sadly, they used the name as a way to cash in, and it flopped on its own face because people went to see Final Fantasy and didn't get it. That's the first major example that I can think of a bait and switch, where they say it's something, you go and it's not. It's the Uncharted movie. Well, it's got Nathan Drake and it's got Sully, but it's not Uncharted. It's not. It's not the plot of the games. It's completely different. So why is it Uncharted? Just call it something different, right? Name it something else. It's bullshit. So yeah, Witcher sounds like, sadly, with season 4, you're gonna lose the guy who was synonymous with Geralt. Everyone liked him as the actor, right? But when you lose that, you're gonna lose something in the series. How much attention is it gonna get with a new actor, right? I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna survive. It may be the end. Maybe season 4 might be the end of Witcher. I guess we'll see. Anyway, that's one piece of news. The other piece of news is that it is official. Yes, Elon Musk, not only has he taken control of Twitter, but he followed through on his promises. He unbanned everybody. And all hell broke loose, supposedly. I didn't see it, because I have a very limited Twitter feed. I limit my feed with the amount of shit that, the trolling and stuff. I set up my Twitter, so I don't see any of it. Basically, I only see stuff from my viewers and fans who I follow, and I see the trends that I follow, and that's it. So I don't see the nonsense. But apparently, he hit the unban button, and you had people who were banned for, like, years come back. There was one guy who I guess he got banned for saying something politically, I don't know. But he said, when I was on here before, I had 400,000 followers, but I had no one who really engaged in any of my content. Now I'm back. I have 19,000 followers, and I have more engagement now than I ever did before. So essentially what Twitter had done is shadow banned my account, so no one would interact with me. Is that any truth to that? I don't know. It's supposedly been reported. I don't know how much I believe this, because my question would be, where's the data coming from? But supposedly it's been reported. The use of the N-word has increased by 500% in the last 24 hours on Twitter. I mean, it stands to reason.
Phil doing his absolute best to not fucking make it 501% all by himself.
If Twitter just mass unbanned everybody at once, the people who were unbanned probably were banned for doing stupid shit, and they're immediately going to start doing the stupid shit again. So yeah, I would probably guess a lot of people got banned on Twitter for being racist. And so when you open the floodgates and you get a flood of assholes coming in, what's the first thing they're going to start doing? Being racist again. I mean, they didn't change, right? Oh, darn, I got banned from Twitter. Let me completely look in the mirror, reassess who I am as a person, and become better. Right. No, they probably stomped their feet. They probably got upset. Me, you banned from Twitter because I don't like a certain race. Censorship. Right? But, what would you think would happen? Right? I mean, obviously, they're reporting this like this is big news. I'm like, it's not big news. It's what you would expect. But this is how the media covers it, because they want to sensationalize everything. Right? It's stupid. You guys know me. I don't like these political shit. I just don't. It's so stupid. Everyone arguing on the internet about bullshit and semantics and nonsense. It's tough for me to be a middle-of-the-road guy at 40 years old. Because you guys know what I mean? I'm not for the left. I'm not for the right. And a lot of the times I feel both sides are wrong. When you're polarized and you're extreme, you don't get anything done. For me, life is a lot of compromise and working together to work out problems. And that's what these people just don't seem to figure out. They just want to have it my way or the highway. It's like, that's not how life works. It's just not. That's not how you get anything done on planet Earth. There's got to be compromise. There's got to be layers of understanding. There's got to be working together to come to a common good. No one wants to work for the common good. They just want to work for my personal good. That's the problem right now with politics in America in particular.
Fucking pot calling the kettle black right there. He's fucking people are too obsessed about fucking looking after themselves rather than the good of other people. Phil, are you aware of the fucking words you're saying right now and how hypocritical you're coming across? When's the last time you fucking done anything for the fucking betterment of mankind rather than fucking betterment for yourself? You don't fucking give a shit about other fucking people, Phil. When's the last time you fucking done anything worthwhile for anyone else? When's the last time you went out your way for anyone else? When's the last time you fucking did something randomly, a random act of kindness for anyone, Phil? Phil's idea of fucking being kind to somebody is not banning them in chat if they make a snort joke. That's him thinking to himself, I was so good to that guy that day. The only thing he cares about, Phil, is fucking making sure his bottom line is in the black. So he can spend that money as fast as he can fucking get it and repeat the process over and over again the following fucking day. I mean, it's unbelievable. I don't understand why the fuck he's not self-aware here. I really don't understand why he's not fucking self-aware at this fucking point. A streamer like him, pulling in the numbers he does, pulling in the money he does, should be doing more for his fans to thank them, really, in my opinion. As I'm saying, I've barely got, I've got over 2,000 people subscribed, whatever, you know what I mean, but I'm still giving people prizes if we get full houses and bingo. You know what I mean? I love giving. I mean, obviously you guys have been so supportive, and I love giving back to you guys. And by the way, 100 likes equals a free space. Just putting out there. And it's one of those things where it's like, why can't Phil do anything to give back to his fans in a good, positive manner? He thinks the content in itself is the reward. Now, the content is what he needs to fucking have to fucking make a living. That's not a reward to the fans. That's him doing what he needs to do to live.
So anyway, I'm sure if this happens and we get like the major players right now, everyone's looking to see if Donald Trump, the former president of the United States, will be unbanned on Twitter. I feel like the moment that happens is going to be a polarizing moment. If that happens. I guess we'll see. What's going to happen? It's interesting, to say the least, to be part of observing history at this time and seeing what the hell's going on. But outside of that, I don't think there's much else going on in the realm of news. If anyone has any news stories that you'd like me to talk about, throw them my way here. I'd like to do some shout outs. We started with Pausen, who re-upped their membership this morning for 10 months. Thank you very much, Pausen, for that. I appreciate that. And Cherry Juice did a super chat, saying I was watching Wings and then Red Zone. I don't know what Red Zone is. Never heard of that. He says, I'm here for a fun and positive stream and chill stream. Okay. Well, thank you for the super chat. I have no idea what the other things you are, but there you go. All right. Let's see here. Hold on. Ooh. Neck. Stiff neck. On the tips side of things, so what we've got going on. Start off today. Red Zone is NFL YouTube channel. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Red Zone. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, Snow Carl has a question. Snow Carl's to me $1, the first tip of the day. He has a very burning question that he needs to ask all of us here today. All right? So Snow Carl asked the following. Since you had an amazing month support-wise, do you think things will look up, and if things stay just as good in November, will you be able to maybe get a PC upgrade? Cheers. So it's an interesting question, and it's a fair question. Unlike some of Snow Carl's questions, it's actually a fair question. Okay? So here's the deal. All right?
I'm going to answer it for you. No.
Here, I'll answer the question. Should I stay in this? I'll stay in this mode for a minute. This month was a good month in some ways, in particular memberships. I mean, we skyrocketed. We went from around 500 members to over 1,000. So that's like 500 memberships. And, excuse me, you do the math. Yes, that means a fair, pretty good increase in my income this month, for sure. Also, I believe Super Chats actually were up this month significantly. I'm not 100% sure on that. I have to double check on that, but I think they were. In general, I feel like Super Chats increased this month. So, yeah, I should have an increase in income come November for 1 month. Now, there's a couple other factors involved. Also, this month was one of the most expensive months ever because my car broke down and I had to drop over $1,100 for the car repair, and then I had to drop $200 for the tow. And that was unexpected. Those were funds that were supposed to go to important things that didn't, right? And that definitely set me back, all right? Now, what I can say is, in regards to other things like the TV breaking and the chargebacks, you guys helped with that stuff. You guys basically supported me and negated that crap. And I really, really appreciate that. Thank you for that. Those could have been really bad, but you guys got me through those tough times, all right? So, this month coming up, absolutely for 1 month, I'll have a little bit of increase of income, which will be nice. But I also am essentially dealing with the fallout of me doing those unexpected car repairs, okay? Now, how is November going to go? You would think November would go well, because, for example, just to give you an idea of some of the games coming out in November that are pretty high profile and I feel people would be excited for, okay? Okay, here we go. Where is it? What am I doing? I opened the completely wrong thing. Hold on. Here it is. So, in the month of November, we've got Sonic Frontiers on November 8th, God of War Ragnarok on November 9th, the Atari 50th Anniversary Collection, that's more for me than you guys, but I think you guys will enjoy seeing me play some classics from my childhood. That's on November 11th. Goat Simulator 3, November 17th. The Devil in Me, November 18th. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, November 18th. And Evil West, November 22nd. So, there's some good stuff there, right? Admittedly, there's some really good stuff there. And I do think that this month, hopefully, will bring an overall increase in views and subs and things like that. You know, the month of October was kind of hit or miss. We started strong with the Street Fighter 6 beta, and then with Overwatch 2 flopping on its face and not even working, I basically had a slow week and a half after that, which sucked. Then things started picking up around the second half of the month, okay? If I could have the whole month good, like the whole month of November, if the whole month of November ends up being good because it's all constant new releases, then that could be really excellent, all right? But here's the thing. Realistically, am I expecting DSP Gaming to see even more crazy growth in November? No, I think we'll have slow, consistent growth. I think with each new release, you'll bring in a new slew of viewers who want to maybe I'm not centered. It's driving me nuts. I think with each new release, we'll bring in a new group of viewers. All right, we'll bring in people who want to sub and watch just for that particular playthrough. They'll be here for a week or two to watch it, and then they'll decide whether they want to stick around or they want to take off. Right? I think God of War Ragnarok will bring in a certain audience. I think Evil West maybe is a unique kind of game. You know what I mean? We'll see. All right. But am I expecting that in the month of November we're gonna hit 2,000 members on DSP Gaming? No, I'm not expecting that whatsoever. Okay, I would hope that in general this next month will bring more consistency in the amount of viewers we get on streams and things like that. But I'm not expecting insane exponential growth or anything like that. Okay, now there's another couple of factors, all right, that we need to talk about. One of the major factors is my dishwasher's broken. Okay, and I need to get a new one. It's just sitting there broken. There's no point in fixing it. We already did the math. It's a minimum $200 to even get a repair person in here. Likely a repair would cost $300-$400, and a new dishwasher is $500-$600. Why would you pay $400 to repair it, right? So we need a new dishwasher at some point. That's kind of takes priority when it's just sitting there.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I just love it. I just fucking love it. Like, give me a second, guys. Let me pull up. I need to pull up Twitter very quickly because Piece of Peace had a very informative tweet about Phil's earnings so far in the month. So give me a second, guys. Let me just pull up Piece of Peace's Twitter. There you are, yeah. Number crunching bugger. There we go. There's a tweet right there. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Full screen is free. So, since he's already started big tweeting again, it should be noted that this has been his best performing month of 2022, with 2.5 more streaming days to go, including the marathon event. And this was posted before the night stream last night. That's not even taking into account the night stream last night, which got like $6 to $8. These were his metrics before his night stream last night. It's already been Phil's most successful month for the whole year so far. He had over $5,000 in tips. So he's very close to, it looks like he could exceed his tips total. You know, his best ever tips total. So purple's tips and the red is YouTube Pay, which is, you know, memberships and super chats combined. But I'm saying he's gonna get over $11,000 for the whole month combined. Obviously, he won't get the YouTube Pay until next month, where he has already received all the purple tip money, essentially. Coody Brody, what's Coody Brody trying to say in chat? I keep seeing him try to say something there, retract his message. Fuck me. But yeah, as I'm saying though, this has been one of Phil's most successful months he's ever had, especially this year anyway, too. And if you go to the where do we go? Net revenue. The last time Phil earned over $11,000 in a whole month. I'm trying to think here. It has been a while for Phil Burnell. It really has been a while. December he earned $11,684. That was $5,522 on tips and $5,852 on YouTube. So that was the last time Phil earned over 11k. Just a full disclosure. Okay, and I just want to kind of point this out. Even this is one of Phil's most successful months of the whole damn year, and he's still doing this whole fucking woe is me pity segment. I really need your money, guys, even though he has earned so much this year, and especially this month compared to the rest of the month.
Broken. So that's one thing that's a consideration. Another consideration is I do have to buy a lot more games coming up in the next couple of months. That's increased cost to the channel. Among other things. You know, there's always things going on that you guys aren't aware of. All right, there are things going on behind the scenes right now that you guys don't need to know about. They're personal things. They have nothing to do with the streams or this, you know, anything public you guys need to know about that are probably going to end up costing some money. So I would just say this is actually.
But the fact is, if you're asking for money, though, you're asking for their fucking money. They've got a right to fucking know to an extent where that fucking money's going. Like, if people ask me about what the fuck I do or the money's given to me, I'm upfront and honest about that shit, you know, so I fucking put it towards paying off some old debts, not that shit. And once that's all cleared, I might start putting it towards something nice, you know, like a new home or whatever, or holiday or something like something. That's what I'm saying, it's simple, basic shit like that, you know. Why is he so afraid to be at least a little bit transparent with his audience? It's their money he's asking for, and yet he's fucking flat out refusing to tell them what he's doing with a good chunk of it.
A really good time for me to have an increase in income. It's going to help. But it's really about consistency, right? And you know, are we going to have that consistent increase in income, or was it kind of a one-off thing this month because of the gifted memberships? I don't know. Let's see, right? Let's see what happens this month with everything. It could go really well. It could go not so well. I don't know. You know, I'm grateful for the support that I just got this last month. Thank you all so very much. You know, I got to give a humongous shout out to Team Ico Gamer, who was the person who gifted a vast majority of those memberships. I mean, that was an insane amount of help. And, you know, moving forward, again, it'll help definitely for the next month or two. And we'll see what happens. But, you know, I can't promise you anything. You guys see how the next... Let me put it this way. If November stays great, if December stays great, if we have a series of months of increased performance and things are going great, then I see absolutely no reason why maybe I couldn't consider maybe early next year getting a new PC. But we have to get through these months and see how good they work out. Right now, we're at square one. You know, we're just going to see how things go, okay? All right, thank you for the tip. And another dollar tip. This one is from Snow Carl. He says, do you think it would have made more sense to do the Halloween marathon over the weekend rather than Monday because he's going to miss it? Well, as you know, I always schedule all of my marathons around Snow Carl, and I'm sorry this time I forgot to do
It's a fucking good question because you usually get bigger audiences on a fucking weekend, Phil. More people usually have fucking free time during the weekends to fucking catch us shit. Oh my fucking god, he wasn't trying to make it fucking about himself, though. He's trying to fucking make it in general where the audience is usually larger, so he fucking saves special events to a fucking weekend. You fucking... Oh my god, man.
So I forgot to ask him. No, I'm just being silly. I wanted to have the Halloween event on Halloween. I always do. I always do my Halloween marathon on Halloween. It's always like that. I mean, ideally, that's what you want to do. You want to have the holiday event scheduled for the holiday. But in the case of Christmas, that's a day when everyone wants to spend time with their family or whatever. So I don't do that on Christmas. I usually do it right before. Maybe I would have had inflated views. If I done it today instead of Monday. You know what's funny is no one said anything, which is kind of weird. It's true. Like until Snowcrawl just brought it up now, no one really said anything about it. I don't know why. If you'd said something and said it's a problem, maybe I would have done it today. Well, it's a little late now.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah, yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to Stuart Gascoigne for Super Chat. It says, what do you do with my money? Please say it goes to Curly Whirlies. I've not had a Curly Whirly in years. And that goes to Deep Fried Mars Bar, my man. Deep Fried Mars Bars all the way. Every single fucking penny that is given to me goes towards a plentiful supply of Deep Fried Mars Bars for me to consume on a daily basis. Thanks to you guys, I'm still able to enjoy Scotland's most incredibly infamous delicacy, that is a Deep Fried Mars Bar. Nah. As I say, it's like extra miles to fucking, you know, Jesus Christ, man. Nah, I've not had a fucking Curly Whirly in goddamn years, but those are fucking dynamite, man. You've put me in the mood for fucking Curly Whirlies now, that's what you've done. Been a long time since I've had one of them. What else? It's fucking, man. It's fun, I'm just trying to think of other things I've not had in a long time, which I loved as a fucking kid. Fudge bars. You know those fucking fudge bars? It's not just called fudge bars, you know what I mean? But those are fucking dynamite and all. Double deckers. Who doesn't fucking love a double decker? Those double deckers are fucking amazing. There's so many fucking wee fucking chocolates I've no fucking had in a long time because you don't fucking tend to go that kind of route. As you get older, you just fucking you seem to kind of phase yourself out of having too many fucking chocolates, it seems. The older you get when you fucking get into adulthood or some pish, man, it's weird. Pixar Animation is saying that non-Brits will have no idea what a Curly Whirly is. I'm guessing it's quite possible, yeah, I don't know how cross-brand it is. Also, there's some sweets in America which is still in the UK as well, like Mars bars and Snickers and all that shit. You know, but Snickers, Mars bars, Twixes, I believe as well, probably in America. But yeah, Curly Whirlies, I'm not sure if it's across the pond or not. But yeah, they're dynamite.
Not gonna do it now. You can't change it last minute. Maybe I'll have to consider that for next year. All right, thank you, Snow Carl. What's going on, Jade? How are you doing today, sir? Welcome to the stream. We have an $8 tip. And I should remind everyone, that if you tip $8 or more in one go, you get to ask the Magic 8 Ball a question. Okay? Let's ask the Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball, was IGN accurate in the review of the campaign of Modern Warfare 2? Cannot predict it now. I swear half the answers in this 8 Ball are ask later or cannot predict now. By the way, don't worry, if you do tip $8 or more and you ask the 8 Ball and it says that, you get an automatic free re-asking later on in that stream. I'm not going to charge you again. It's ridiculous. Okay. So, to the anonymous $8 tipper They say, I love you. I have now asked this twice. Would you ever do the one chip challenge on Wings of Redemption? You said no, to take the chip and shove it up my ass. Both times. So can we ask the 8-ball? Hopefully it doesn't tell me to shove it either. All right. So the anonymous tipper wants to ask the 8-ball, should Phil do the one chip challenge? For the record, I still have no idea what this is. I don't know what the one chip challenge is. Should I do the one chip challenge?
If I'm correct in my assumptions of what the one chip challenge is, isn't that one extremely spicy, hot, like, crisp, potato chip, whatever, that it's literally only one of them in a bag, but it's like one of those things that will fucking melt your goddamn mouth and tongue. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, okay, that is what it is, and okay, cool. I've not tried it. I don't think I would want to try it either. It's SCP always says it's like 8 million skull. It's yeah, okay, fuck that, no way. I don't mind. I'm not a big fan. Like, I like Frank's Red Hot sauce. That's about as far as I'm willing to go. I don't like it when it's too much. When it's spice, it's too much. Well, when it's more pain than in pleasure, then no, thank you. I'm not a masochist.
Concentrate and ask again. Okay, ready? All right, ready? I'm concentrating. Should I do the one chip challenge, you fucking imprecise, indecisive, non-specific son of a bitch? Concentrate and ask again. Oh, that's it. Ask again later. This is the true horror of October 2022. This
SCP Sophie is just updating about the one chip challenge for those that dare to face the Reaper. The 2022 is made with both the Carolina Reaper pepper and Scorpion pepper, which both register at over 2 million Scoville heat units. Fuck that. I don't think I could. No way, I could not be paid to do that. I think no way. No, I couldn't. No way. But you guys wouldn't even see me anyway because I don't have a fucking face cam, which is part of the enjoyment. You guys want to fucking see that shit. There's no fucking point in, I'm safe then. Get Meerkat today. Get Stevie Dead or Meerkat today or some pish or whatever, or Alt Insider or whatever. Get one of these crazy bastards to fucking do the one chip challenge if you can. But nah, I'm safe because I got no face cam. SCP Sophie says it's funny, Phil is scared, but Wings pulled off. Well, fair play to Wings, he done it.
This 8-ball has tortured me this whole month. It seriously has. By the way, I gotta give a shout out to Dutch. Dutch is the person who sent me some care packages in the last month or so, and this was included in the first one he sent me, and we've been using it a lot in the last month. It actually became a staple of the stream, so I want to say thank you, Dutch. That's actually nice that we had something cool. It was fan submitted, and it ended up becoming something cool for the streams, right? Anyway, we gotta do it again. We gotta ask it again. All right, 8-ball. This is it. This is the last hurrah. You're gonna answer the question: should Phil do the one chip challenge? Signs point to yes. I'm still not doing it. Okay. I'm still not doing it. Thank you for the anonymous $8 tip, by the way. Did your animation? Thank you very much for the $8 tip, anonymous tipper. I'm still not doing the one chip challenge, and I still don't know what it is. I still have no idea. Okay. So, I believe, I have to double check, but I believe that's all the shout outs for now. Excuse me. Nope, we have another tip. Another $8 tip has come in from Guitar Player. Guitar Player wants to know, will the new Pokemon game, like Scarlet and Violet, be any good? All right. Guitar Player, ask the 8-ball, will the new Pokemon game be any good? Let's see what the 8-ball has to say about it. Signs point to yes. Here's the thing. Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Arceus, however the hell you pronounce it, right, was actually a good game. But the problem was that it was too limited in the content that it had. It was a good idea, but it really felt like an unfinished game. By the time you get to like the 3rd region, you realize the game is all identical, right? Like there's really nothing new to it. It's the same formula over and over. Run around an open world area, use a Pokemon to traverse areas you can't get to on foot, fight Pokemon, catch Pokemon, wash, rinse, repeat. There was nothing really special to it. If you take that formula and you now apply it to a modern Pokemon game, right, then you might actually have something. right? So we'll see. I think if you combine the elements of a modern Pokemon game, gyms and trainers, the uniqueness of each town having a unique feel to it, you know, actual having fully fledged.
Hey, side unique. We fucking got a second bingo. Actually, we got a third big. Well, no, it's free. That's a diagonal line and the horizontal line. Sorry, vertical line. So that's a double bingo, is what I'm trying to say. Down the way and diagonal. Fucking Yaldi. We are 6 away from a full house, guys. SCP Sylvie says, remember he played this game like a putz trying to drain it for every penny. Yeah, he was charging his fans like, you know, top tipper gets to fucking name him Pokemon or some push. Remember that push? He was actually trying to fleece extra money at his fucking dent heads so they could fucking name his Pokemon. If he had a certain fucking number of fucking tips or some push. Then it turned into like, oh, the biggest contributor of the night will get to name a fucking Pokemon. But then that turned into a bad thing for him because nobody fucking tipped that well until the very end of the fucking stream to try and guarantee to have a top tip by the end of that fucking night. And Phil's like, nah, this is not working. People aren't tipping me now. It's 2 hours in the stream, people aren't tipping me. Not shit. He really did not think that plan through, basically.
A fully fledged, you know, modern town of all kinds of fun stuff to do. But then an open world where you go out and you catch the Pokemon where, you know, that, remember the open area that was in Pokemon Sword and Shield? And everyone said, oh, that was the first test of the open world formula. And it worked well, I feel. That was the area where you caught a lot of the rare Pokemon and stuff in the game. And then Arceus, the whole game was like that. So I think that it should be, I think that it would work. I do. I actually feel like it would work. It would be pretty good. So I guess we're going to find out. We're going to see. Or will it end up being just like Arceus? It gets boring after a few hours because you feel like you've done the whole game. I don't know. All right. So let's see here. It's a hot as balls chip. It's a product you buy called One Chip Challenge. It's a spicy chip that you eat. Wings almost ended up in the hospital doing the One Chip Challenge. He did. That's not good. Let me tell you, if he almost ended up in the hospital doing it, I ain't doing it. Fuck that. Christian says there's going to be a new horror film starring my Magic 8 Ball coming out soon. It probably will. The One Chip Challenge is to eat a Taki chip, the hottest tortilla chip ever made. Taki. What kind of peppers did they got on that thing? Right, some pretty crazy ones, I bet, huh? It gave him the mud butt. Oh, no. It gave him the liquid fire mud butt. That's not good. I already have issues, all right, with various things. You guys know, I told you I'm kind of like half lactose intolerant. I actually have issues with, certain things that I eat. Like, I can't even eat yogurt anymore. If I eat yogurt,
I'm counting this as scat talk, I don't fucking care. He's mudbutt not shit, not she eating. And they fucking made him talk more about it. You know, this is scat talk. Also, Sat Weapons is saying he leans a super chat. Someone super chatted very quickly, and I got leaned. We are about 10 minutes behind live DSP, 15 minutes, well, 13 technically, behind live DSP. But he did lean a super chat and it came in as well. So I'm going to tick off lean and ban right now as well. Just to get out of the way. But that's not our bingo because of the scat talk, so fucking Yaldi for that. We are 4 away from a full house. Remember guys, 100 likes equals a free space. It could be crucial today, we don't know. Also, it was 50 snorts, so a free space, but we haven't had many since 26. Sadly, it looks like all the snorts have dried up. It is what it is, nothing we could do. So if we want one free space at least, we need 100 likes, guys.
It like destroys my guts, and I have a stomach ache, and I just really feel sick all day. Those live yogurt cultures, like I can't handle them anymore. I don't know why. I'm getting older or whatever. So I don't stay away from yogurt or anything with yogurt in it. Can you imagine? Seriously, can you imagine me eating this one shit? I'd probably be sick. I'd probably get physically ill, I think. So I don't think I want to do it then. I don't want to put myself into like misery for a day. I don't think it would be a very good idea. Especially if you tell me I'm going to get like bad diarrhea. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be doing that, man. Like I said, I already have problems with certain things. Like if I eat too much dairy or cheese, that happens already, and I feel miserable. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. So, oh, let's see here. I received a $1 tip from Gamer Guy. He says, hey, Phil, lots of great ideas in streams lately. I'm excited for your future. To answer your question, the One Chip Challenge consists of eating a very spicy tortilla chip. You wait as long as possible to drink anything to cool yourself down. Oh, God. In truth, I don't think it's the cooling down that would be the problem. Like, I could probably eat it, and even if my mouth is burning and everything, it's disgusting, I could probably put up with it. My problem is the internal repercussions. That would definitely be my problem, is the internal repercussions. And I you know, say no. Say no. Oh, true. Acid reflux. I didn't even think about that. I have acid reflux. I get it from time to time. It really depends on what I eat. Because I can go weeks without ever having it, and then all of a sudden I'll eat something and I'll have it bad for like a day. So I shouldn't have it at all then. If it caused, because you're saying acid reflux, oh God. Can you imagine getting acid reflux with insane spice and it destroys your esophagus? Nah, I can't do that. Yeah. Yeah. No. I'm not doing that. Now I'm definitely not doing it. Okay. Okay. All right, guys, we got a little bit of extra time on today's show. So if you guys have any questions you'd like to throw my way, anything to talk about, please let me know. We have a few extra minutes. Just tag me in the chat. Okay. Cool.
Do we count that as Q&A? He didn't say Q&A, but he's basically told people it's Q&A. He got the Q part. Q. Questions. Should we count it? He's inviting questions. This is essentially the Q&A segment. He just never fucking said it. Do we count it? Yes or no? This is absolutely a Q&A segment. He just failed to fucking say the letters Q&A. Although it is and invite people to ask questions. Most people are saying yes. People are saying I'll allow it. Yes. Not one single no is in the chat, so I'm happy with that. Okay, guys, people are happy. He might still say it, but yeah, Mark. Okay, everyone's agreeing. Okay, cool. I'm going to tick it in. That's a triple bingo. We are 3 away from a full house. I need to play the horns 3 times, so that's triple bingo.
Content creation, both on demand and.
There we go. Fucking 3 bingo horns. There we go. I don't think one single person actually said no to the question. Everyone basically said yes, which is good. So there we go. We need him to say honest. We need him to, give a thumbs up. And we need him to cross his arms. Hold his arms while he's talking to us in siege mode. This could be a full house, guys. Remember, guys, as well. 100 likes equals a free space. Although I will need you guys to let me know when there's 100 likes because I can't see the number of likes I've got. I could check. I could check now. You know what I mean? But I can't see it live. It doesn't tell me OBS, and I'm on full stream as well. So I don't know how I'm doing essentially performance-wise. So it's up to you guys to let me know how we're doing in the likes department. But at 50 right now, so we're halfway to 100 likes, halfway to a free space. Okay.
One Ship Challenge sponsor says, we have arrived. What is your asking price? I don't have an asking price. I don't. Don't you think, if I was someone who's going to sell out, don't you think I would have taken the 50K check from fucking Keemstar earlier this year? I'm not about that. You guys know that. Jade, I'm also ready for the story mode. I hope it's good. I hope it's pretty good. I'm excited for it. I don't have a favorite day of the week. Half the time I don't even remember what day it is. Seriously. I received another. Oh, really? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will not have the same catching and battle mechanics from Legends Arceus, but it will have some elements from the past games. It's like a hybrid. All right, we'll see what it is. You guys know I like the Pokemon they're chill playthroughs for me. All right, an anonymous $8 tip. All right. So since no one chip challenge, can we ask you, and now the Magic 8 Ball, Cat and I will ever do an IRL stream. Just eat the chip, you'll get hella views, it'll be funny. I don't care about hella views at all. I just don't. I don't care about hella views. But let's ask the 8 Ball. Will Cat ever appear on another stream for us? See what the 8 Ball has to say. It's her choice. Ultimately, it will always be her choice. I will never pressure my wife to appear on a stream if she doesn't want to. So it's her choice. Let's see. Yes, definitely. The 8 Ball's under the impression Cat will show up one day again on my streams. So there you go. The 8 Ball says yes. Doesn't mean it's correct, but that's what the 8 Ball's under the impression she'll be here someday. Again, that's her choice. The thing you gotta wonder is, because here's the thing, as you know, Kat has not been in my content. You have not heard a single peep or word. I mean, you may have heard her voice in the background every once in a while, right? I think it's maybe a couple times when I was doing something, you could hear her voice in the background of a video or a stream. But for the most part, since Halloween 2018, that was the last time she was in my content 4 years ago, right? And originally that wasn't the plan. The plan was that she was going to be in my content from time to time. We were planning on possibly doing some co-op playthroughs. That she would show up from time to time to do IRL videos with me, like cooking. We were gonna do Cooking with the King again. We were gonna bring it back and do some cooking in the kitchen. That was our plan. We had actually had a goal at one point that if we hit a certain amount of support on Twitch when I was on Twitch, that we were gonna bring back that and have a series of it. And that did happen. You know, all these different things that were in the works. And then that stream, people were just so disgusting that it completely kind of, what's the word? What's the word I'm thinking? When something happens to you that basically every time you think about something and you associate with it, that it kind of hurts you again.
Trauma?
What's the word for that? There's a word. When you have a negative association with something because of something that happened. Well, I mean, you could say trauma, yeah, but that's not exactly the word I'm looking for. There's definitely a word that means that. I mean, no, not PTSD necessarily. I swear there's a word, and it means because something negative happened in regards to a certain thing, you can never really enjoy that thing anymore, right? Let's say, for example, right, you were in a car, and you were eating a banana, but then you got into a horrible car accident while eating the banana. Now, whenever you see a banana, you're reminded of the car accident, so you never want to eat a banana ever again. Right? That's what I swear there's a word for that. Nope. I can't remember exactly what the word is. But that's essentially what's happened with her. Like, she was all for being in my content. She was all for when she moved in with me in 2018. That was one of the discussions we had, is that we can have a life together where now we can do stuff together like that. We were excited for the future, you know? And now whenever she thinks about coming on my stream, she just remembers the horrible things that were said about her that one day, and she has nothing to do. And you know, let me be honest with you. Excuse me.
Hey, Phil's gonna be honest with us, guys. He said, honest, we are 2 away from a full house. That is just a single bingo, but hey, we're doing well. Reminder, when Phil says he's going to be honest with us, it does not mean he's actually going to tell the truth. It's just it's a figure of speech according to Phil. He knows for a fact, he's admitted before, that it does not actually mean he's actually going to tell the truth. He uses that as a figure of speech.
If after that had happened, and I explained to you guys what had happened and why it had happened, if those people who were involved had kind of said, okay, we messed up. Now we kind of understand we went too far, you know, it was messed up to do that and say the things we said and do the things we did. So we're going to actively just kind of take a step back and leave Kat alone and not mention her ever again. It's been the complete opposite. Because we don't mention her, people bring her up, people harass, make fun of, do nasty things in regards to her. And when you do that, right, what did you think would happen? Like, it's kind of like you could have nice things, but you can't because you're too stupid to have them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you would just show a shred of intelligence, maturity, then maybe we could actually have a situation where my wife would want to come back and be a part of my content again, you know? But certainly in the last 4 years, there has been absolutely positively no signs of anyone changing. It's just gotten worse, you know, with all the stuff happening. So you know what I'm saying? And what do you think would happen? Oh, if we're mean to someone, they'll actually want to come and share and be a part of it. No, what are you, stupid? And the answer is yes, they just are. Those people are just dumb. You know, it's a shame. It really is a shame. Because, you know, when Kat first moved in here 4 years ago, that was our intention, was, oh, we could do things together. We're going to do a cooking show. She can do Q&A with me, you know.
No, I'm going to have a fucking real hot take here for Phil Burnell right now. Kat added absolutely nothing of fucking value to your streams whatsoever. She fucking looked like a goddamn fucking hostage in a terrorist situation when she sat down next to you. She didn't look comfortable whatsoever from the fucking moment you turned her, you fucking got her on camera and fucking sat her next to you. She didn't look comfortable whatsoever being there. She looked like she fucking hated the experience the whole entire time before a word was fucking said. No fucking single point in time did she look like she wanted to fucking be there. I'm not saying she's not happy being in that fucking house. I'm just saying at no point in time does she want to be a part of your fucking content. Really, it looked like you fucking dragged her on there more because it's what you fucking wanted to try and fucking show her off rather than think about what she fucking wanted. The plan for that Halloween was always for her to fucking leave and go to that Halloween party. It's why she was fucking dressed up for it, for God's sake. She was always going to fucking go out to fucking some Halloween thing afterwards. You said as much on your stream during that fucking marathon, that 2018 Halloween event. Phil announced at the start of the fucking stream, Kat couldn't stay for the whole thing. She was going somewhere after it. Then when Kat did disappear somewhere after it, he blamed Tevin. He actually called, he said it was all Tevin's fault. That's where that comes from. He blamed Almighty Tevin for Kat leaving the stream and not coming back. So no. But the thing is though, nothing of value was lost, in my opinion. she's not. It's one of those things where the few times she was ever there was just a case of, it was just like, I almost felt sorry for the fucking person, because it's like she didn't look like she fucking wanted to be there. She looked like she was needing help. But then you fucking remember she's actually in this. She's actually involved in the fucking act. She just doesn't want to be part of fucking content or whatever. This is the thing. This is somebody who's got zero internet presence whatsoever. They're not on internet. They're not on Twitter. They're not on YouTube or whatever. At least not to our knowledge. So how the fuck could she be seeing the things that we are saying about her if she's not actually involved in that area? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can she see on Twitter what people are saying about her? Or see on YouTube what's being said about her? She actually has to be going actively out of her fucking way to try and find the shit herself to see what's being said about her. So nah, fuck off, Phil. Fuck off. Nothing of value was fucking lost whatsoever. The only thing is, you don't get to fucking show off your trophy wife as much as you fucking wanted to. Well, your fucking trophy mum.
You know, we can do streams maybe once every month or two, Q&A about stuff going on with us, do holiday streams, right? She can show up for Christmas, and we do a Christmas segment together, and we show, oh, look what I baked for Christmas. You know, can't do anything. It's all just gone, and just in like poof into smoke, because people have to be so disgusting, you know. And again, I want you to understand something. Not everyone is like you. This is something that I've learned, is that not everyone is like you. Not everyone is like me. Some people, all right, can have every nasty positive thing on the planet thrown at them, and they are just like, whatever. Brush it off, fuck them all, move along, right? Not everyone's like us. If you're like that, like I'm like that. I don't give a shit.
No, you're fucking not. You're not like that whatsoever. Fucking Wardle would have told you to fucking just, you know, man up and make yourself some fucking toast or something, and you fucking called him the king of suffering. You're a thin-skinned little fucking bitch. For fuck's sake, there's no way you're fucking... No. Anytime somebody says something remotely, it irks you the wrong way, even the slightest thing. Snow Carl asks you decent questions all the fucking time, occasionally tries to poke the bear. You shit over Snow Carl for daring to ask you questions which you usually ban other people for. You thin-skinned little bitch.
What anyone says about me, yeah, sometimes it adds up and I feel a little bit of pain and a little bit of annoyance, but I'm like, you know what, say what you want. Yeah, fuck you, you're like dandruff on my shoulder, get off, and then I just move forward positively with my life. But sadly, not everyone's like that, and it's not their fault. Not everyone's built the same way. People have different life experiences, you know. And like I said, there's definitely a negative association where now, whenever my wife thinks about coming on my stream, she remembers that moment. She remembers that day, the things that happened. She's like, oh, fuck, it makes her feel terrible. I hear you. I understand that. There's people who have problems moving past those kind of negative moments. And why even if she were to come on the stream and nothing had happened at all, even if she were to come into the stream right now and no one said a negative thing and everything was fine, she might still have a remembrance of that horrible day, and now it's
money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much to Meth Bear for the tip, who says Phil's grooming was so bad he lost a dainty pony and replaced her with a Clydesdale. That's a big fucking horse. That is a big, massive bastard. Those fucking Clydesdale horses. Jesus. Aye, those are monsters, man. Aye, yeah. The thing is as well, that I might be wrong here, but I'm quite sure I'm correct here, okay? What caused Kat the most hurt and pain that Halloween stream was something that Phil had said to her. Because somebody in chat asked Phil to ask Kat what was her favourite demon possession kind of movie. Now, Phil, I assume, maybe was not too aware of Kat's history at its fucking point and thought nothing of it, but people like us detractors, were aware of why demon possession might be a very touchy sore subject for Kat. Apparently, Kat was like, her Kat's mother did a bunch of horrible fucked up things to, her and her sister, and like she thought the sister was possessed by a demon or something like that, so he locked him in the fucking closet or cupboard or something like that. So that was known at the time by the detractors, but I don't know if Phil knew about that. So it's like one of those kind of things where it's like, why don't you ask Kat what her favourite demon possession movie is? And yeah, Kat's face, man, just fucking colour drained from it. Arguably, in my opinion, Phil was the one that caused the most hurt to Phil Burnell. Sorry, to Kat. It's Phil's fault. Phil apparently didn't notice. I mean, I assume he didn't notice. If Phil did notice and still asked a question, he's fucked up and missed the ball. He dropped the ball massively. If Phil actually knew about this fucking history for Kat, and he still asked that willingly, then he's messed up. I can only imagine, I can only assume Phil had no idea about Kat's history in that regard, or for that part of her history anyway. And in full disclosure, it's also, it's something you can't. It's one of those things where it was a messed up thing to try to get Phil to ask her. In my opinion, that is a bit messed up. You can't fucking. It's one of those things where it's like, that is a fucked up thing to happen to anyone. I'm just going to say that, but yeah, in my opinion, Phil's to blame. Because he really should have known better. All he wanted to do was fucking parade a trophy wife on his stream to try and show off. He did it fucking when Liana was in his fucking life. He couldn't fucking wait to show her off as soon as she was fucking legal. He had to wait a while, but then she was fucking legal, and so it was fucking fair game all of a sudden. But yeah, it's one of those things where he just fucking loves showing off his new toys, his new fucking things, his new objects to fucking, brag about. That's why he fucking piles PlayStation boxes and Xbox box, those boxes behind him usually when he's streaming. He shows off his fucking toys, not shit, and he's like, I'm a big boy, look at me, I've got all this cool stuff, you know what I mean, and I've got my big house, not shit, I've got 2 toilets in my house, not shit, and all this crap, you know what I mean. He tries it all the time. He's trying his best to fucking dunk on people with the things that he's got in his life, because he thinks objects and a big house or whatever, and a fucking, family or shit, he thinks these are the things, what the values for Phil Burnell believes is equaling winning in life. Well, how does he see winning in life? And he thinks he needs a fucking big house, he thinks he needs his fucking trophy wife, he needs, what else is it, money, lots of money, these are the fucking big things that Phil believes you need to have in order to have made it in fucking life. And to an extent it might help, but no, Phil, you're still miserable. Your life is a fucking miserable experience, but that's all down to you. Because you fucking cannot help what you fucking spend. You've got an unhealthy addiction to mobile gaming, you fucking spend so much money on that shit, you throw so much money away, and you should be living very comfortably, but you're not, and that is all on you. You're fucking miserable in life because you cannot help yourself. As Sunspot says, you do it to yourself.
Win forever, you see? So, what did you think would happen? Did you think you'd be nasty to someone and it would go well? I mean, maybe it's because you're so used to other people on the internet that you can get away with it. This is a case where it's backfired for you idiots who did it, it really did. And the fact that, again, continuously, these people try to make a joke out of stuff involving Kat that has no sense of reality at all. It's all fabricated bullshit. But the things that they say and do are so ludicrously dumb. But why would you think that would convince her to come back, right? Like, are you stupid? And the answer is yes, they are. Normal people don't act like that, It's only takes a certain level of idiot, a certain level of insensitive sociopath to act like these people do on the internet, So anyway, yeah, sadly, I don't know if she'll ever come back. I mean, thank you to the person, the anonymous $8 tipper. The 8-ball says maybe she will, but I will never pressure her to take a step into this office and do anything on camera. Because of the way that she was treated, I would never make her get back into that situation, or I would even want to make her remember that situation, okay? It's pretty messed up. See, Sith Alchemist, I agree and disagree. He says they just want her to come back so they control her more. Yes and no. There absolutely is a troll element that's what they want. But at the same time, I absolutely feel that my true viewer base, who's here every day to chill with me and support me, want actually to meet my wife for real and spend time with her and have her be a part of the experience. And I get that, right? The more the merrier. People having a good time and having a good hangout session, especially around the holidays. You want to spend, talk about all kinds of fun, themed stuff. It's a good time for that. There's people who actually are nice people. I mean, if people weren't nice people, I wouldn't do what I do. I'm doing this stream for nice people. I'm not doing this stream for scumbags. So I mean, there's definitely genuinely nice people out there who like me and my content and would love to have Kat be a part of that, but, it is what it is. What happened, happened. Drax says there's productive trolling and destructive trolling. Some people don't seem to understand that. Well, here's the thing. For me, one of the major problems people didn't like about me, or one of the problems people had with me for a long time, I was very stubborn and obstinate, and I didn't want to take any constructive criticism. So what ended up happening was the constructive criticism that was ignored became trolling. Instead of it, Phil, won't listen to us, they said, let's just do this is how you don't play then instead. So all that stuff, sadly, was well-deserved. I was just an idiot. I was very ignorant of anything around me and the times changing and everything, and that's how that all happened. But you're absolutely right. Like, what has ever been thrown towards her that was constructive criticism? I mean, she showed up in a couple photos when she moved in. She showed up, I think she did 2 to 3 Q&A videos with me.
I've got a good one. How about the fact that she cheated on her boyfriend to be with you? She was seeing you behind his back, wasn't up front with him, and when he found out, he threw her ass out. he threw her ass out of his fucking place, and so all of a sudden you had to fucking find the money out of fucking nowhere to be able to afford to move Cat in with you. Hashtag save the house. The boyfriend found out about you two, Phil. She was a cheater, and cheaters will always cheat, usually.
For the course of that summer, and then there was the Halloween event, and that was it. So she was in, what, 4 pieces of content I ever put on the internet, right? And for people to take that and just be so disgusting, you know? Fucking dumbasses, you know? Anyway. Alright, guys, I think it's time to adjourn the Level 1 podcast, shall we? Let's, you hear that plane, right? Loud-ass plane just came by outside. Let's end the show. Let's jump into the campaign of Modern Warfare 2. I hope it's good. Like people said, I'm not going to trust IGN. I'd rather trust the gamers. So hopefully it's good, and we have a good time with it today. All right, guys, thank you so much for the show. And happy Halloween.
I guess. Jump scare.
Halloween.
Yeah, there you go. Get on, mate, for fuck's sake.
I only get to do that one more time. I have to find something new to do for the end of the show Tuesday.
I'm sure Dark Side of Phil can hook you up with something fresh.
I only get to do that one more time. And then we gotta do something new. I was thinking of like a turkey or something. There's like a big picture of a big turkey, gobble gobble or something. Right? And then for you know, for December, like something Christmas themed with some jingle bells or something. That'd be nice. You gotta find something though. Okay. Alright, so guys, I have good news and bad news. The good news is we're very close to the beginning of the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, but the bad news is I have to use the bathroom. And I'm sorry, but obviously I'm feeling it today. I have to use it. Nature calls, as they say. So we are going to take a very brief commercial break. And I know we have over 400 people. I know that half of you probably leave because I have to use the bathroom. But it is what it is. Okay, so please, let's take a brief break. I'll be right back in just a few minutes. It'll be a short break. I'll be right back and then we'll start, okay? I'm sorry. You know, I don't like doing this. Usually I like just going right into it. If I can today, I have to use the bathroom. All right? Guys, thank you. I'll see you in a little bit.
And as you guys can see, Phil has put on ads. Yeah, it looks like Phil's done an actual weekend ad break. He's actually got his fucking own fucking pre-stream art going. So I have naturally muted it because fuck that shit, and I'm going to fast forward as well until Phil returns. So much for fucking refusing to do these little ads whenever while he goes away on a little piss break. I guess his story has changed. I assume that, you know, I don't need to go to live Phil because I was behind like, 13 minutes or something, 15 minutes. There's no way Phil's going to wait that fucking long. Look how close we are to the fucking live. Let me play. Oh wait, sorry, I'm mute. Oh no, he's still going. Come on. He's still away. Still away. Here we go. Finally.
Okay, guys, I'm back.
He's back.
Sorry for the wait. I told you I had to use the bathroom, right?
That was a fucking... Okay, there's your scat talk right there. Nature called.
Call sometimes. And, woo! Okay.
Look, either he was taking a massive shit or he has struggle pissing.
So.
That was a 17-minute break, D-Dog says. D-Dog says that was a 17-minute goddamn break. That's... Jesus Christ, man.
Ready?
We're waiting for Phil to either fold his arms in siege mode or give a thumbs up. That's why I went full screen, just so you guys can see as well.
Yes, it was a doozy. What do you want me to do? Guys, for 2 days we had to do our duties. Well, I had to do my duty, okay? Now my duty is done, and now we can do more duties. There's some kind of duties that you do on stream. There's some kind of duties that you do off stream. I had to do the off stream duties. Is that okay? Is that acceptable? Okay. It looks like I received $1 tip. And let's see here. Yes. So $1 tipper says, do you use hypnotism or mind manipulation to get people to donate? There's rumors on the internet about it. Yes. As you know, I am actually the great mentor, the magnificent mentoralist, and I use my mental powers to persuade people to support my content. Of course I do. No, do you want to know the truth? It's the opposite. So people come to my streams and they enjoy the content, they're having a good time, and then they go and get brainwashed by a bunch of dumb fucking negative shit about me on the internet that's all fucking fabricated conspiracy, and they're like, oh, well, I'm not gonna support Phil anymore. That's the truth, is that they come to the streams, they don't know anything about the bullshit that has nothing to do with my content. They have a ton of fun here on the streams. They're like, oh, this is great, I want to support it. And then all of a sudden, people try to bombard them with a bunch of toxic shit, and then they go find it, and they're like, oh, and then I don't want to support Phil anymore because there's so much toxicity around the, you know, things that people say about him, even though they're not true. And that's not fair to me. Oh. That's totally, you know what, is this, hold on a second, because I think the game never closed. Let's try rebooting it from scratch.
Oh, what do you mean the game never closed? Did you have the fucking... Oh, of course you fucking had the console on all fucking night. It never closed the game, so the game's been fucking operating the whole fucking time. Oh my fucking god. Why does he shoot a fucking ton of shit off when he's finished using it? And just turn the fucking thing back on again when he's fucking ready to use it? By the way, he snorted there. Every time I go back to this fucking screen, by the way, it's to update snorts, essentially, you know. So, we're up to 33 snorts. I am still counting them. He might still fucking hit 50 before we go, you know, before the game ends. And I want to get a full house. I really want to get a fucking full house for Bingo. It'd be great to end on a full house. So, we'll see what he does here. We'll see what he delivers.
There we go. That's what happens. How is it fair that you just chill with me on my streams and you enjoy the gameplay and you enjoy our chill conversation and the chill vibes and things we do, and we have a good time, and yeah, you can laugh at my rage moments and all that, right? It's all good. It's all entertaining. People like it, right? Oh, I love this. I'm going to support it. I want it to keep going. Okay, let's do that, and people do. And then all of a sudden, people fall down what's called the rabbit hole. They fall down the rabbit hole of toxic shit about me on the internet that's not true. And then they just, oh, well, I just believe it. Just stupidly, like, you just believe it. Or you just believe it, just, you know, nonchalantly, you just believe it, huh? It's like, okay, no evidence of anything, and anywhere. What do people say about me?
Yeah, sure, Phil. Fucking you keep telling yourself that, buddy. Keep telling yourself that we never fucking provide evidence whatsoever fucking ever. Jesus Christ, man, the amount of copium going on. Like, people have a right to fucking know what Phil fucking splurges their fucking money on. If it was one thing, it'd be one thing if it was all fucking like secret medical bills. That'd be one thing. I'd be like, okay, I'm actually not going. I don't feel good about disclosing that cash shit. You know what I mean? But if we know for a fact that Phil fucking just cannot help himself with WWE champions, when you see people like Phil Burnell pretend to be fucking broadcast bitches, and then they fucking every single fucking day for the last several fucking years just throw their money away in some stupid fucking mobile game, and there's evidence of that, and there's so much evidence of that. Of course they fucking deserve to fucking have it highlighted, and people have a fucking right to know where a good portion of their fucking money may be going. But Phil fucking can't handle that. He just fucking refuses to fucking accept that people might be aware that he does that.
It's all hearsay. It's all fucking, you know, conspiracy bullshit. But people, oh well. This just happened the other day. There was a guy, what was his name? Dietrich? He'd been coming on my streams for about a month and a half, and doing a few super chats here and there and stuff, and saying, oh, you know, I do my fantasy football once a week, and you give me luck, and I tell you my results, and then I do a super chat when the results come in, and it's fun to do. And then, what was it, yesterday? Or the day before? He came on the stream, and he's always, this is my last contribution to you ever. My eyes have been opened. And I'm like, all right, bye. I just ban him. What are you going to do? I don't want to put up with your drama bullshit. It sucks, because you are a nice, positive person. You were here on the streams. You were having a good time, right? And then all of a sudden, you decide to go to the internet, down the toxic cesspool of shit about me on the internet that's not true. You watch it all. You just believe it. Blanket belief. And then you come back here and you shit on me.
So, wow. So we tell people that you're a piece of shit. The guy's like, oh, you're a piece of shit, Phil? I read that you might be a piece of shit, and you fucking just ban him outright because he's going to stop giving you money. And you just say, I'm going to ban this arsehole. Yeah. Basically, we tell people you're an absolute dick, and then you prove to them that you're an absolute dick. And, you know, as I'm saying, how were we wrong? We weren't wrong in that situation. Look at his grumpy wee face, man. Look at that grumpy wee face. Such a wee salty bitch right now, man, that wee face, man. Jesus Christ.
Wow, thanks. You really did a good job there, you know, like... Why didn't I just try to explain? Because there's no point. You understand that there's no point to it anymore. If someone, sadly, is that gullible, all right, it doesn't matter what I say or do, they're just going to believe what they want. And it sounds to me like some people are just, they're into drama. And so if they start seeing drama about someone, that's it. In their mind, they're sold, right? How could you be on my streams for a month or two, only on my streams, enjoying the content? Wow, this is good content. This is fun stuff. I'm enjoying it. Let me support it. oh, I saw a negative video about the person that makes the content that I watch every day, so now I just choose to believe it, and now that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to, you know, ever show up and support ever again. In fact, I'm going to slam him on his stream. Oh, this is my final thing. My eyes have been... No, you want to know what's happened? Your eyes have been open to stupidity, and you're gullible. You got indoctrinated into the cult of hate against me. Congratulations, you just proved that you're weak-minded. That's what it is. Most people just don't blanket believe nonsense because they've seen it in a couple detractor videos. Okay, anyway.
That was fucking beautiful. He even said cult of hate. He even fucking said it. That's fantastic. Oh my god, man. That was just top tier copium right there, man. That was so fucking delicious. That was me thinking I'm going to need to get something to eat tonight for dinner, but now I'm full up now. I'm full up and all fills copium. Oh, it's just too much. It's too beautiful.
I received another tip. Let's see here. Steak Sandwich just tipped me $5. So I got hypnotized to send you this tip. Actually, I wanted to see the awesome animation and enjoy your stream. So there you go. Thank you, Steak Sandwich, for the tip and the support. I appreciate that. Here's your animation. Last 2 days, today and tomorrow, the last 2 days to see those animations, guys. Then they go away into the vaults. Will they return next year? I don't know. Sometimes these animations do. Sometimes they just get locked away forever. So we'll see. Thank you very much for that. Steak Sandwich. I guess it's $33 in tips. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. Let's do this. All right, everyone. Phil here, and it's time to finally start.
God damn it. God damn it. That's the end of Bingo, guys. I'm sorry, but he's started recording for gameplay. He's going to play the game. This is like the single player story mode he's playing. He's not playing multiplayer today, he's playing the single player story mode. We were 2 away from a full house. He never done the siege mode, and he never done a thumbs up either, which is bizarre. He usually does like to do a thumbs up, but for whatever reason, they didn't do it. And that is Send a Bingo, guys. I'm sorry. 23 at 25. Close. Close. It was very damn close. 2 away. That's right. 2. It could have been 1 away if I had a free space. It could have been 2 away if I had 2 free spaces. And if I had 50 snorts and we had 100 likes, we could have won Bingo. But sadly, Phil didn't snort. He actually snorted quite a lot more than I thought he was going to. 34 snorts is quite a lot, and considering that the allergy season is kind of gone. So there you go. But yeah, guys, sadly it is what it is, you know. Let me hit live and see how Phil's doing.
2 fails within like the first minute.
So he's at $35, as you can see, and yeah, he's enjoying his story mode. Fucking hurry for him. Guys, I'm not going to prolong things too much. I'm just going to wrap up there. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us on DSP Bingo. Sadly, it wasn't a full house, but it is what it is. Nothing we can do, dude. Couple wee shout-outs before I go. As I said at the start of the stream, Pixar Animations has a brand new video, a Halloween special. Sunspot Gallery also has a brand new video here, and releasing our baking bits for the other day, for the 28th of October stream, I believe it was. So yeah, I'd recommend catching that as well if you've not checked it out yet. So yeah, Sunspot Gallery, new video as well. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow for some more DSP Bingo. If you wish to join me then, you're welcome to join me. But until then, thank you very much for joining me for today for DSP Bingo. I'm sorry it wasn't a full house, but hopefully we'll get one before the month ends tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last chance to get one for October. We'll have to wait and see if we do get that or not. But yeah, guys, I mean, I don't know. That's the thing, I don't even know how I'm going to do tomorrow's stream, because it is a special event. It's a marathon special, you know, it's a Halloween marathon special. And I'm not too sure if he's just going to go straight into gameplay after the podcast, if it's going to be a normal life podcast. I'll have to wing it and see how it goes, I guess, you know what I mean? I'll have to just see what happens, but I'll be here anyway to do some bingo, that is for damn sure. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys, however you wish to spend it. Thank you very much for super chats, thank you very much for tips, I do appreciate it. And I'll catch you all tomorrow for some more DSP Bingo. Until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money, when you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Show me the money. Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone.